tryna be what I'm dreaming. Can't fall asleep, I ain't eating. Oh yeah.
And let me smoke this tropical weed. B, I got the medicine flavors. Don't think that this shit comes cheap. So, bitch, don't moan when I charge 15 for a D. Just a little nigga in his zone. Grind hard, can't stay on these streets. Mishmash and I'm doing it all. Dip splash and I'm getting in peak. Huh? I'm in the field all day. No time for these stupid neeks. Come, bitch, come my way. Just watch how veteran speaks. Tooled up on the left for my prey. The Wiggins don't want me to eat. Man, the hood's all mad. I wish I could just make my pee, but these bitches on me, so you know I can't lack. The J boy's really on my back, got me in and out of court, got me feeling a twat. And it's all my fault, cause I'm always getting caught like I'm better than that. The feds got like 10 of the gang, 3 R1, 3 Mats, 3 Taz. Rest in peace with my brothers, RP Jets, RP T bands. I barely sweet one with a mean kickback. When I think about my bros, RP with my brothers, gorgeous thing, amazing round. Smiles when the pack came in, now we gotta break this down. In and out with the gorgeous thing, that was an amazing round. What you do with that shit? I didn't even make a sound. Couple draw outs came in, now we gotta take them out. Don't slip, come on niggas got it no doubt. Stay stocked up real shit, the plug don't see no drought. Bro said he got a move cool, show me the ins and outs. Said quick, we're in and we're out, if he's giving it up then we're putting him down. Real trap nigga, I'm grabbing them packs and I push it around. If the line goes stiff, then I'm hitting the strip and I percolate town. Said he got bits of the loud, what bits of the loud, bro, ring right now. I'm trying to make a killing right now. Fuck that bitch, I ain't with it right now. Why this bitch wanna grab on my jumper? I thought I was a one-hit wonder. Now she calling me a one-hit wonder. I hit that once and where I went, yeah, I wonder. Bro ain't social fucker. More about these blunt replies. Well, these replies only gonna get blunter. Other side with some fantasy knives. Shit, you don't really wanna butt this cutter. I love going round on a gorgeous glide, trying to see a gorgeous number. My mum don't like how I play with knives. Well, I'm real sorry, mother, but I won't have no joke. Boy, take my life off and I gotta stay with my other. Stay with my other. Stay with my other. Smiles when the pack came in. Now we gotta break this down. In and out with the gorgeous thing. That was an amazing round. What you do with that shit? I didn't even make a sound. Couple draw outs came in, now we gotta take them out. Don't slip, come on niggas got it no doubt. Stay stocked up real shit, the plug don't see no drought. Bro said he got a move cool, show me the ins and outs. Said quick, we're in and we're out, if he's giving up.
You can catch me running through hell. I'm ready to go. You can catch me running through hell. Yes, I'm ready to go. I don't know where the time went. You can catch me. You can catch me running through hell. Yes, I'm ready to go. I don't even know where the time went. I don't know where the time went. Way too much time spent amongst the hellfire flames, burning all dry away. Madness in my brain. Turning a war so warm. This not my home anymore, but I will.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again with the Post Esports Masters Season 3 Grand Finals. This time it's the double elimination Clash Royale competition. Woohoo! Yeah, a lot of hype from Clash fans. And we're about to call the players on stage. First up, it's our number 1 in the rankings, BlackPearl. Then of course, it's Pitou. Next up, Xene. And last but not least, from Royal Family Esports, Thaddeus. So Thaddeus, let's start with you. I saw you here last year, ended up in 3rd place. Are you going to do better this year?
Hopefully I will. I practice some and I think I can finish first if I want to. Like if the matchups are good.
Nice. Many people say that BlackPearl is the favorite. Are you going to be the one to beat him?
Probably yes, it depends on matchups, but I think we have equal chances, so yeah, let's see.
Nice, very nice. Fighting spirits, I like that. Xene, how about you? Are you going to be able to grab the gold medal today?
Yeah, I feel confident. And yes, I hope the best will win.
Very nice, very nice. We all hope the best will win. Of course, we've got Pitou here as well. Pitou, are you ready to take the gold here?
Yes, we will try.
Nice, nice, nice. And then in the end, of course, BlackPearl, big favorite, champion last year. Can you go back to back?
I hope so. I will try my best, and yeah, we'll see.
How about these guys? They say they can beat you.
We will see. I'm not going to answer this.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of a video for you before we throw it over to our casters. So let's have a look first.
C'est vraiment l'opportunité de pouvoir me démarquer des joueurs français, parce que bon, de base c'est réservé vraiment aux joueurs luxembourgeois, mais du coup, vu que j'ai rejoint la structure Rift, montrer un peu que j'ai un bon petit niveau, que je me débrouille quoi.
Mon objectif de base déjà c'était d'arriver dans le top 4 pour accéder à la LAN et ça a été atteint, donc je me sens bien, je me sens content.
This opportunity, I think it's a great chance to prove myself again on stage. It's a very nice experience for me and I'm trying to gonna win this trophy for sure.
Mis à part mes erreurs sur certaines parties, mais sinon j'ai à peu près tout donné. J'aurais peut-être pu m'entraîner un peu plus, mais sinon non, je suis assez content de ce que j'ai fait. C'est plutôt pas mal le fait de faire 3 matchs par semaine, dont un souvent en stream. Ça rajoute un peu plus de pression en mode est-ce que je vais gagner les 3 de cette semaine donc j'aime plutôt bien le format. Soit dans l'organisation, je trouve qu'elle était vraiment parfaite, donc plutôt satisfaisant.
Je trouve que c'est une très bonne ligue, je trouve que ça a été très bien organisé depuis la phase de qualification jusqu'au final. Je trouve que l'organisation a fait un très bon travail et tout s'est passé comme sur des roulettes comme on dit, donc moi je suis très content en tant que joueur, je suis très satisfait.
Yeah, I'm in Royal Family Esports currently, I'm in there for 3 years now. I have 2 great managers called Nick and Sean. I'm very cool with them. Yeah, we're doing well in the league. We have also good players like Magic. We are going to achieve great things in the future as well, so yeah, I'm very happy with my team. My best memory so far was last season when I played on stage. Sadly I lost 2 times 3-4, but qualifying for my first live event was a very, very nice experience.
Je suis vraiment content de pouvoir les représenter parce que c'est pas une très très grosse structure comme par exemple Royal Family, où là ils ont vraiment un peu d'influence. Donc si je peux leur permettre de se faire un nom sur la scène e-sport, ça fait toujours plaisir.
Like it was very intense for sure. My last game was against Crypto, like I won 3-2, it was 2-2 and the final game I had matchup and I was very glad with my performance and yeah.
First hit, second hit, third hit, fourth hit, I can count it! Look at the damage! Jesus, nearly got the damage! Whoa!
But the thing is, Xene just wasted his fireball. I don't know why he played the fireball on that
Nicely
situation.
done, maybe the connection's there!
This is game! Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's trying all in with those 3 musketeers. The Seppies are the only defense at the bandit, instead of the Ram Rider all together. He's now pushing in with a huge attack. The Seppies are there doing a great job, and it seems like they are doing it.
Wins.
Oh my gosh, Thaddeus!
Juste leur souhaiter bonne chance, puis on verra comment ça se passe, que le meilleur gagne. Voilà, c'était fait.
La plupart des joueurs qui m'ont critiqué, c'est soit des fanboys de Thaddeus, soit des gens qui étaient aussi dans la compétition et qui n'ont pas eu le niveau d'accéder au top 4, notamment comme Magic par exemple. Voilà, au final, je comprends pas les gens qui disent que je mérite pas, puisque j'ai eu aucun avantage dans la compétition et j'ai su me relever et quand même accéder au top 4.
Good luck to my opponents. Like, you're competing against one of the best players in the world, and we will see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Post Esports Masters Season 3, the grand finale in Clash Royale. And finally, Luca, we made it. Finally. We are back on stage. Good to see you again.
I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
1 year ago, we stood. Last year was actually in the Kinepolis, so this is a whole new location for us. We're finally also live viewers, so I can't wait for Season 3 to finally start for us here in Clash Royale.
Yes, and we had an amazing season. We had 5 amazing streams, and as we saw in the video just a minute ago, there were so many intense games, so many intense fights. And now we have our 4 finalists here, BlackPearl, Xene, Pitou and Thaddeus, and I think this finale will be awesome.
It will be really crazy, especially we will see the best 4 players, of course, playing today. And a funny fact is that BlackPearl is actually going into these finals 15-0. He has a 100% set win rate, unimaginable. So
it's crazy. 15 out of 15 sets he won in the season, and I think there was not a single opponent even close of beating him. So he was a very dominant player in the season, and it was quite, in fact, a very funny season to watch those players. And I can remember one stream back again where Magic did some magic tricks, where he just pulled out some decks we both never seen or we haven't seen in quite a lot of time, and we were just laughing the whole stream over and over again because it was so funny. Yeah, and so many things happened, and today there will be many things as well. For example, the bracket of today.
So the first set will be Thaddeus against BlackPearl, number 1 against number 4, and after that we will see Pitou against Xene. So of course BlackPearl, winner from last year as well, now 15-0. But in fact Thaddeus was quite close last year to actually beat him. It was a best of 7 series, and the final score was 4-3. BlackPearl won in the end. So maybe he could make it hard for him. Who knows? For Pitou and Xene, it's actually pretty interesting because Pitou won in the first week of the season against Xene. So maybe we could see a repetition of that. So maybe Xene will go on top. He's also second in the league, but who knows?
Yeah. After those semi-finals, we will go to the winners' final, and the very important thing is that we go to a double elimination bracket. So it does mean the winner of the winners' final, maybe we could get the bracket back again. Yeah, the winner of the winners' final does go to the grand finale, but the loser is not out yet because you can see over there on the bottom, losers finals. So imagine, BlackPearl will win the first game, and then he loses the second game, the winners' final. Then he will drop down to the losers' final. And if he wins the loser final, he is back in the grand finale. So it is quite tricky, but I think it is understandable. So every person has the opportunity to lose once and still come back up to the grand finale to win the huge amount of money and to win the actual trophy. So I think this is a very fun and very awesome experience. And from now on, we maybe could talk a little bit about the game itself. We're talking about Clash Royale, but definitely. What is Clash Royale indeed?
So basically Clash Royale is an action-reaction type of game. So you attack with your deck being consistent of 8 cards, or 8 troops. Over time you load elixir, which then is used to play your troops, and it's always attack and defense. So it's a live action game, really funny. The goal is to destroy the towers of your opponent, and for each tower you get a crown, and the winner of the most crowns in the end wins.
Yeah, and it is indeed a very strategic game. So you have different types of cards. You have, for example, units. You have units walking on the ground. You have units flying in the air. You have spells that can hit on all over the map. So there are different different type of decks you could use to defeat your enemy. For example, you could use a deck with very low cost called Cycle, and then you can just spam your opponent throughout the cards. Or you pick some heavy cards, like very expensive tanky cards, to build up a huge push and destroy your opponent with one push. And I think we will see some different kinds today. Definitely. Of course, there is, like in every strategic game, there is a meta. So there are some cards that are a little bit stronger than other cards. So in the end, we will see how it's going to be. But for now on, we will give it back to René, and he will tell us who are the first 2 players of the day.
Yes, thank you, Tim. Obviously, we've got some top-class Clash Royale players up here. But of course, let's go with the #1 in the ranking and also the #1 last year. He was unbeaten during the regular season. Ladies and gentlemen, BlackPearl. And of course, we also have the man who ended up 3rd last year and the man who says he's gonna beat him. It's Thaddeus. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first semi-final in the winner bracket. Let's see who gets to dance. You can go ahead and get ready, guys. And of course, I'll throw it over once more to the lovely Luca Trent and Tim, aka Karascast.
Thanks again, René. And there we are, guys. We are ready for the first match. And it will be indeed a best of 5, like every game today, except the grand finale. Grand finale will be a best of 7. So best of 5 does mean you can play in total 5 games, and the player with 3 wins will be the winner of the set.
Yeah, and also something that's interesting to talk about are the bans. Every player is able to ban 1 card he really dislikes or is hard to play, like compete against, or you know it's the strong suit of your opponent, so you ban the card, nobody can play it. And yeah, sadly we have no bans yet, but they will come in shortly when the players are set, when they know what they want to play, and yeah.
Yeah, and talking a little bit again about BlackPearl and Thaddeus. It is a match indeed we had last year in the last year's finale as well. We talked about it. BlackPearl was able to defeat Thaddeus with a 3-4, with a 4-3, so
yeah.
that round. And yeah, we will see if today will be the day that Thaddeus can defeat BlackPearl. I mean, we talked about it, undefeated BlackPearl. The statistics, I have them open right now. Set win rate 100%, and he has a total of 51 crowns he took throughout the season. You have to imagine, every tower you destroy is 1 crown. So he destroyed 51 towers in the whole season. That's a lot, that's a huge amount, and it's definitely an impressive action he did there.
But also maybe something that's interesting to talk about while we wait for the players to actually start the game is their experience. BlackPearl is a well-known player in Germany, has multiple achievements, and he knows how he needs to be on stage. He came here focused, calm, he's ready. Also now picking out his deck, because we know Clash Royale is a super mentally important game. Like, you have to be tough there. You cannot be too stressed. You have to be able to take calm decisions. And maybe this is where also his advantage lies.
Yeah.
He is just stone cold.
And we got the bans. So the bans are already there. It does mean we have over 60, 70 cards in total,
over 100.
And over 100, sorry. And every player can ban 1 card of the game. Thaddeus, indeed, he banned the Golden Knight. He's one of our 4 champions. Yeah. Maybe you can talk about it in a second. And the second ban is from BlackPearl. It is the Lava Hound. And as I can see, the first game has already started. And here we go. First game of the day.
Okay, immediately an Electro Wizard there from Käfer Lucas, and Thaddeus playing some low cycle deck, as Tim talked about earlier.
Maybe we should get a little orientation on the map. So the bottom side is the blue side, that's the side of BlackPearl, top side from Thaddeus, and now you can see those 3 towers for every player, and the goal is to destroy the towers, but as you can see, to get to the King Tower in the middle, you first have to destroy the Princess Towers on the left or on the right. And here we can see they have the first units already trying to get to the tower, and we can see the numbers on the tower. These are the actual hit points. So if their points go to 0, the tower is destroyed.
Actually, BlackPearl is playing a really interesting deck. He's probably using the Skeleton King here, but maybe some variation of it. Thaddeus there again playing that cheap cycle deck, but good mortar hits there from him.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, there are some spells flying in. So you can see on the top side, there is the Fireball, or on the bottom you can see the Lock and the Earthquake, all spells that are specially made for destroying the tower or destroying the opponent unit. That's in fact, and now you can see the minion flying over there slowly and steady, but he can deal a lot of damage with his own attacks.
Definitely, for only 3 elixir, has a huge amount of DPS. But actually, going back to the champions are one of the newest additions to Clash Royale. They're really hard to get. You can only get them when you're level 14, and they're one of the they're completely meta dominating. You see them everywhere in every deck. So it's actually interesting. Are you going to outsmart the meta and take some really off-meta decks, or are you going to abuse that super strong, like these super strong cards?
Yes, and now we can see the action is hyping up. Both players are going towards the first destroyed tower. And as we can see on the top right, you can see the time. And there are only 45 seconds left. So in 45 seconds, we will go in the overtime. This has mean the first tower destroyed will decide which of those players will win the first game. As we can see, there's the push, there's the try, but the defense is there. The little rider on the bottom right is the Dark Prince Elite charging up towards enemy, and the damage is already there.
And
the tower is getting chipped down.
Mislock there from BlackPearl, and a connection though for him on the right hand tower. Both towers are super low. It's looking really, really grim for Thaddeus here for the first game, because BlackPearl just has every answer. He has 2 small spells, he has the splash damage of the Dark Prince, and the Mortar is continuously chipping away and always connecting to that tower.
That's it, and now we can see 470 HP left on the tower. He is getting pretty close. So now in the golden goal time, the first tower, the sudden death, will decide which player will win. And it looks like BlackPearl is leading right now, 300 damage. That's about 3 more spells, and tower's
2 more
gone.
spells. 2 more Earthquakes and 1 Lock, if I'm correct.
Nice defense over there.
Only 300 damage. This is not enough there from Thaddeus.
I think that's the
This really looks grim for him. I think this will be 1-0 start.
I think that's the game. There's the next Earthquake joining our battlefield. The tower's getting struck down. The Lock to get some extra damage. 90 HP left. That's 1 more rotation. You can see BlackPearl on the left. He's chewing his gum pretty easy because he does know this game should be his game.
Flies.
There
this
it is,
game
1. Game number 1 goes to BlackPearl, and it does mean he is 1 step closer to coming to the finals.
And especially being undefeated. Imagine him.
He's still undefeated.
Yeah, still undefeated. No game lost. Maybe we'll continue streak today.
Yeah. What's funny about the game is that, as you can hear, there are many sounds inside the game. And as I know, there are many players out there, they can close their eyes and they just know by the sound what type of card is being played right now. And as we could hear, the sound is quite loud, so maybe we could get the sound of the game a little bit less loud so I can understand Luca a little bit better. But for you guys at home, we will still go to the second game just in a second. And I would say the second game, the pressure's on for Thaddeus, 1-0 for BlackPearl already.
It's also actually interesting to see their reactions on different plays on their cameras. You can see BlackPearl always, maybe a little shake of the head, but that's it. He always stays calm. Thaddeus, there are a bit more emotion, so he needs to get them under control.
He's under pressure. I'm sitting there. I will win. No worries. I will win the game. Second game will be there soon. For you as information, the bans are bans for every single game of this set. So it does mean those 2 cards, we won't see them yet. Second game has started, and we can see a lumberjack by Thaddeus. This time, Thaddeus is at the bottom in the blue side, and BlackPearl is on top in the red side.
And it seems like Thaddeus is actually playing one kind of deck type you really like. He seems to be playing Lumberjack Loon, so really aggressive kind of deck. Maybe with a freeze in there. K for Lucas could play Royal Giant. He could play like Bridgespam with the Royal Hogs, but who knows? Still many possibilities open. The Mother Witch right now, since she got recently buffed, one of the strongest cards in the meta right now. Like 25% hit speed on the first hit, like buffed, and in general 9% hit speed. And this really looks like Royal Hogs. And no champions yet. I'm actually really surprised about that. No champions yet. They're everywhere in Grand Challenge.
And that's quite funny because those champions are especially strong cards that can activate an extra ability while they're on the field. But for now we have to take a look on the bottom right. The Hoggies, the Royal Hogs, are joining in, and as we can see, they did quite a lot amount of damage towards that tower, and again, the game is looking good or better for BlackPearl than for Thaddeus.
Definitely. He has everything under control. He has the building for the Loon. So maybe the Loon gets a... Oh, with the freeze! Clutch freeze! 2, 3 hits and a death bomb. Okay, no 4th hit. No bot 4th hit. And now the game looks even again. And this is Clash Royale for you guys. Super fast pace. Everything can happen in an instant. And this is why it's so entertaining to actually watch it.
Yeah, and as you know, Luca, the Loon is my favorite card in the game. So I like that Thaddeus is going for the balloon. As you can see, the balloon can only attack structures like a turret, like a tower. And this, but it does mean they do an extra amount of damage. But for now, again, the hockeys are there. But you can see the electric dragon stunning them with every auto attack. It does mean less damage provided by them, more HP for Thaddeus. Now the next balloon is joining the battlefield.
The Loon going continuously to the tower with the freeze and maybe with the electro chain. 1 hit, 2 hit, and the balloon has dangerously lots amount of health here. And the 3rd hit, this is tower! And I think that has won that. First tower down. It seems like we're going to 1-on-1. But guys, Thaddeus has no direct damage spell. So if BlackPearl is able to defend all the time perfectly, he will win that.
This could be it, and this could be, for a long time, first time that BlackPearl is losing, and it seems like exactly that's what's going to happen. Thaddeus is able to make it even 1-on-1 for both players. Oh my gosh, I can feel the pressure right now. It's going to be intense, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance.
Thaddeus played that super well, and especially for him, it was a really, really important game. You don't want to go against the champion of the season 2-0 back. Like, you really don't want that deficit for yourself, because then there's even more pressure of you. Like I said before, mental state is really important in this game. But wow, what a game.
Yeah.
In an instant, just changed.
And if you're wondering right now what is going on, why we are talking, right now is the deck pick phase. It does mean both players have different type of decks, as we could see on the game. And right now they're there, okay, my opponent likes to play this specific type of deck. So what is the actual counter? Or does he counter me? It's a little bit like rock, paper, scissors. So if you got the right deck, you have a very huge advantage. And right now, it's the phase for those players. They are trying to think about what type of deck should I pick in the next game.
I actually really like the thing of the rock, paper, scissors thing. It's not just rock, paper, scissors, but actually like 20 different combinations you could choose. So it's really, this is why you should...
Over 100 cards in the game, so... I can't even imagine how many possibilities for decks are out there. But they're huge, I imagine, and 1-1. I mean, the pressure's down for both players. And
I can feel it, like the stadium is electrified.
Yeah, and as we can see, the players are really thinking about their decision. As we talked about, different cards counter different cards. So for example, what is a good counter against the balloon?
The balloon? I would say a building. Some structures like the Inferno Tower on its own. Maybe Musketeer. The Fireball is actually also able to counter the Loon perfectly. And there, the Goblin Barrel, so probably a cycle deck there from Captain Lucas, one of my favorite deck types, to be honest.
Goblin Barrel is pretty strong. We got some balance changes about 2 months ago, where the barrel came out pretty great. And now we can see that Thaddeus is going for the Hog Rider. This time he is playing them. As we can see, he's getting first chip damage down on the field, and there's our champion.
The first champion that's actually on coming on the field right now. Captain Lucas playing a really, really popular deck that's played by like 3 or 4 players in the top 10 globally. And Thaddeus seems to just copy the deck from BlackPearl from beforehand.
Seems like it, and we especially know what it does mean if you copy your opponent's deck. This is another mind trick you could do, and I think it's quite funny. And it's especially more funny if you defeat your opponent with the deck you just defeated.
Yeah, it's also like it's like a little troll. It's maybe like a sign, hey, you cannot beat me with my own deck, like with your deck. I will use it, and I will beat you with your own.
Definitely, there's now the Royal recruits coming on the battlefield. Many units on the battlefield right now. As we can see, a big push coming in. Defense is there with the cannon. And it seems like great defense by BlackPearl, but they are still the flying machine in the air, striking down the mighty miner.
And to be honest, this is a really, really good matchup there for Thaddeus, because Captain Lucas has nearly no options against that flying machine. This flying machine is always able to get so much value out of it. And he has a lot of answers. He has the Barb Barrel and the arrows against the Goblin Barrel, so really difficult for Careful Lucas to actually break through.
Yes. Now we can see the next Bavarian running up towards Princess Tower, but as you can see, the Princess is shooting pretty fast with the arrows, so no chance on defeating there. Double elixir phase. At 1 minute, both players will gain the double amount of elixir, so you can spam your cards more often, so you can maybe play in a more aggressive playstyle, and this is exactly what we can see right now. Thaddeus going in. There's a rocket for the defense, doing a lot of damage, but I think positioning was not perfect.
A little off, I have to admit that too. Ooh, but a really good Fire Spirit there, getting all the hoggies, but this Mighty Miner is just not able to get any value out.
Definitely. For now, this game looks pretty even. Take a look at this turrets, 1-8 against 1-9. And as we can see, the next barrel joining battlefield, instantly countered by the Barbarian Barrel, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an intense game again. I think we will see another sudden death.
Definitely. Like, I think Careful Lucas has to play perfect defense the whole game over and just throw that spell, that high damage rocket to get the tower down. This could be his only way to win, in my opinion. Oh, but look so much on the left-hand side. The hog needs to come. The log is there.
Not the best rocket indeed. BlackPearl is again struggling a little bit on defeating Thaddeus in this game. And it seems like the next Goblin Barrel trying to battle, but I think there's the Bar Battle again.
But
and their defense is on point. Yeah. Thaddeus is shining today.
He really is trying. He wants that win. He was like, hey, I lost last year, but you know what? I will come back stronger and better and prove to you that I should be the champ of the post Esports Masters.
Definitely, but it is indeed a hard matchup. As we can see, both towers of BlackPearl are pretty on the same HP. Meanwhile, BlackPearl is focusing one tower of Thaddeus. On the next push coming in with the fireball, and we can see the hog is in the middle of the field. But again, the defense of BlackPearl is on point.
And even though Thaddeus has a pretty good matchup, he has all the answers to BlackPearl's cards, BlackPearl is still in front. He just needs to throw that rocket now. Maybe rocket now, like additional 450 damage. The lock, he needs to chip that tower down because, guys, you need to know, when the timer hits 0, the tower with the lowest HP will get destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's now time to cycle your spells, and there's the first goblin of the whole game to actually get to the tower.
A lot of units on the battlefield again. This time it's looking great for Thaddeus, as we can see. He's getting closer towards the tower. Both are chipping down, and damage is there. And Thaddeus is trying his best. This could be the game. Thaddeus is leading against BlackPearl, the undefeated champion of the season.
And look how happy he is. He's smiling. He's feeling great. I think he's now with both foots in the game. And he just needs to win one more game. Yeah. And then he won the set. One game away.
And I mean, I'm not playing, I'm standing here and the players are like 10 meters away, but I can feel the pressure right now because no one wants to play in the losers bracket.
Nah, nobody wants that. Especially when you win every single game, you can start the first, like you get 1 extra point for the best of 7, so you start 1-0. And this could be the advantage that will get you that cup later on.
So this next game is indeed, in football you would call it match ball, but it's Clash Royale, so the next game is the match crown game for Thaddeus. It does mean if Thaddeus is able to defeat BlackPearl one more time, he will win this first winner's semi-final.
And
Thaddeus, I mean, we talked a lot about who's our champion, who do we think will win the game, and we said, okay, BlackPearl will make this easy. And now, with the mindset that Thaddeus could win now this next game, this is amazing.
Oh, I hear the sounds. Game
number 3.
Yeah.
No, 4.
Oh, yeah, true. It's game number 4 now. BlackPearl needs to win this, otherwise he will get sent down to the losers finals.
And he's starting off with the Miner. The Miner was a pretty strong card for a very long time. Got nerfed a little bit, so he's not that strong anymore. But as you can see, you can place the Miner immediately towards the enemy tower. Does mean he got 3 hits on them every single time.
And BlackPearl actually playing once again Mortar, one of his strong suits. But this time a different version. This time with the Fireball. No Dark Princess, it seems. Maybe one's coming later.
Nice one. Nice defense over there. So, Oliver, looking at all the games right now, BlackPearl does a pretty good job on defending. But in the end, I mean, triple elixir phase in the last game was insane. And there's the next champion. It's the Skeleton King. What ability does the Skeleton King have?
The Skeleton King has one of the strongest abilities, if not the strongest ability. Every troop that dies on the field gets sent to his graveyard, like his pocket graveyard, and then for 2 elixir, you can just spawn a whole graveyard randomly on the field depending where he stands. Maybe we will get to see his ability now? No.
I don't
Oh,
think
there
that-
we
there
go!
is-
This is the ability. And now, in this rayon, skeletons will spawn. He actually got nerfed in the last update, and he's now spawning 18 instead of 20 skeletons.
But a nice defense with the Seppies over there. So the Seppies are not dealing a lot of damage, but the Skeleton Army had like 0 HP. So in the end, it was very effective because the Seppies have a very high attack speed actually in the game. So very nice on defending against them. As we can see now again, Thaddeus with his Barbarian Barrel, he really likes that card and he does know, come on, I want to win. Where is my last win of the set?
But the thing is, BlackPearl has now a way better matchup than he had before. Beforehand, Thaddeus had the perfect matchup to actually counter every single push from BlackPearl, but now he has multiple options that could outplay his opponent Thaddeus there.
Double elixir phase now for both players. Both players gaining more elixir. The Skeleton King on the left hand will now start to charge up the ability to maybe then spawn a full skeleton army in the opponent's area. Now we maybe could see it, but a nice fireball. There's the cast. It really goes through.
And with the skeletons, there's still a lot of skeletons spawning.
The miner is so great because the miner tanked all the damage, but as you can see, the tower is still on a pretty good amount of HP, so nothing has been decided yet.
But the thing is, now BlackPearl's deck becomes super strong. He has a fast cycle deck, so he can spam these cards, especially with the champion. You can always only have 1 champion of your deck on the field. Otherwise, your cycle diminishes from 4 cards to 3 cards, so cycle decks actually really benefit from the champions.
Yeah. As you can see now, again, sudden death. I think today is the day of the sudden death. The next tower destruction will decide which player will win this game. Remember, guys, this is the match clown game for the Thaddeus, so he could win now. As you can see now, he's trying to push in with some Hoggies again. The Skeleton Army is on the battlefield for the defense. And on the right hand side, he is trying to get rid of the Skeleton King. Imagine he did it, and now he's back on track.
But the thing is, for now, both players playing super well. BlackPearl is able to get more tower damage because he has that mine he can just throw onto the tower immediately. But for now, actually both defenses are super solid. No big mistakes from any player.
Nice fireball again. He'll always use the fireball to get rid of the flying machine. And the mortar is now trying to hit the enemy, but there are always units standing before the tower. There's no chance for the mortar to hit the opponent's tower. Now the bats are there to get some damage on the next Skeleton King on the right hand side. 1 minute left, triple elixir phase now.
But a big push, but again the mortar on the field is super good structure against the Royal Hogs. Now probably did fireball. Okay, bats are coming. No fireball this time for the flying machine.
Yeah, nice Scammy over there. And now this could be the next push, but as we can see, the Skeleton is being destroyed again. And the next push coming in, the mortar again for the distraction of the Hogs. But the push is still alive.
But now the Skeleton King is able to clean up everything nicely with his splash damage, his huge IP, and looks really, really good to BlackPearl. I think we will go immediately into best of 5 series of 5 games.
Yeah, I don't know yet, because this game is so intense. Both players are fighting towards the end. And again, Thaddeus is going in and in all over again.
That fireball, and only 20 seconds left. Look at the tower. 600 damage.
Oh, the fly machine maybe, but there are the bats.
There
nice
the bats.
counter.
But it's down the tower, it's down the tower, it's now connected. And it's shooting, but now it will not be enough. Never.
The miner.
And now fireball probably coming. Maybe even tower, will he get it? Yeah, but this is 15 HP in the end. But tiebreaker will give BlackPearl the win here. And wow, we will go into a fifth game. We will go into 5th game.
First series of the day and already a 5-game series. What great, what great players on the field. That's insane.
The best thing is, in the season we only had stomps.
Yeah.
We had like maybe 1 or 2 sets that were actually played throughoutly, and to start like this, perfect, wonderful.
Perfect. It shows us definitely that both players prepared themselves pretty well for this tournament. They scouted the opponents, they watched how do they play, because having a game going towards the end of the sudden death, going towards the tiebreaker, is a thing it doesn't happen that often in
No,
Clash Royale. So
usually
it
not.
definitely means that we have it nearly 2 times in a row. Whew, those players are going eye to eye to get the first win of the day.
Because the only reason why it should go to tiebreaker is because no player makes any big mistakes. Yeah. This is the only reason. So there you can see the level of our players here in the finals.
I mean, BlackPearl, Thaddeus pushed in with the Royal Recruits and with the little piggies all together, and BlackPearl was super cool, defending all over again, and in the end he was even able to chip down the opponent's tower a little bit more so he could win the game. What an amazing game, guys. I know it was a long game.
Yeah. 5 minutes in total.
It showed us the skill of the players, and that's the thing we want to see in the finale. I mean, everybody can make a 3-0 stomp in 1 minute with Lumberjack and Loon like I do it, but we want to see the skill of the players, and that's the point why we're here.
Definitely. Also something that's really nice to see at BlackPearl's gameplay, even though the whole field was full of troops, his own troops, his opponent's troops, like completely overwhelming for some players, he was able to defend, place everything perfectly, and push, like counter-attack every single time, chipping down the tower of his opponent slowly but steady.
Yeah. What do you think? The last game is now starting. What player will win? I can't say it anymore.
I'll be honest, I can't say either. Like, this is everybody's game now. Thaddeus playing a Tombstone, so it could be a graveyard deck. I know that there's a ladder, like a Grand Challenge deck with a 75% win rate, one of the strongest decks right now at Clash Royale, which would be Giant, Skeleton King, Giant Skeleton, Graveyard. So a really weird combination, but 75% win rate on 4,000 games. I think it speaks for itself, right?
Yeah. I mean, 3,000 games out of 4,000, that's a huge amount. But for now, we will see the last game of this series, and this time it is indeed BlackPearl going in with the Royal Recruits, with the Flying Machine, and Thaddeus. He got a Fireball against the Flying Machine, and he's playing, as we can see, Tombstone with the Giant Skeleton. And as we could see right there on the right side, when the Giant Skeleton is dying, then he will drop down a big bomb, and this bomb deals a huge amount of damage.
And it's really interesting that we see once again this Royal Piglets Bridge Spam deck. It's a super strong version this time with the Mother Witch, but there's a lot of, like, the Skeleton King should be able to teach properly.
Yeah, but look at the damage, the tower. I mean, 1,000 HP already been taken by BlackPearl. What a performance over there. And he is now, by Thaddeus, sorry. No, by BlackPearl. I'm a little bit confused because they're changing always up. Thaddeus on the bottom, BlackPearl on the top. So now my mind should be cleaned. And Thaddeus is going in with a big push, but as we can see, the Barbarian barrel is there for the defense. The Giant Skeleton and Skeleton King still alive, now being defended.
What a great defense there from BlackPearl. It was amazing. He predicted that Thaddeus would try to push in. And now the Flying Machine on the left-hand side.
Oh, no!
Thaddeus, you really don't want to get that damage. This damage will probably decide the fate of the game afterwards.
60 seconds left. Double extra phase now for both players. Next Flying Machine by BlackPearl has to be countered immediately by the Fireball. Else, this tower could be destroyed pretty soon. Now the Mother Witch, a very strong card against those little skeletons because he can't spawn. Those piggies, as we can see, no damage this time. But the question is, when will the next push by BlackPearl come? For now, he has to defend, and it seems like he's going for the Royal Recruits.
But look, there's so much elixir for Thaddeus actually going on there. So much skeletons.
Oh no, the right-hand side doesn't look that great. The connections there, the arrows in the last seconds, but the damage is already been done on the tower. As we can see, the Zappies are so annoying. BlackPearl is using them in a perfect way, and now there is the final card. There is the Graveyard by Thaddeus. Nice defense again. The Mother Witch, oh my gosh.
So many small piglets there. And going on the left-hand tower and on for the right-hand tower. Double lane pressure there, doing it perfectly.
I think BlackPearl is pretty close on winning this game. Yeah. Because his
and the Mother Witch is connected to this game. Mother Witch is connected to the tower. You can see the frustration there. 2 more arrows from BlackPearl, or just 1 good push. But maybe Graveyard, we all know how much damage
Witch can deal. Look at the Mother Witch immediately being placed for the defense, and this could be the game. This should be the game. A huge push coming on the left-hand side. The tower of Thaddeus is nearly destroyed. 250 HP. That's not a lot. And guys,
no, this is game. BlackPearl still undefeated.
The game. BlackPearl does win the first semi-final in this grand finale, ladies and gentlemen. It does mean he will now proceed towards the winner's final, and he is 1 step closer towards going in the grand finale. What a game, what a performance.
Definitely. But I can't imagine how frustrated Thaddeus had to be because once again, one game away, one win away, final defeat his nemesis, BlackPearl.
Definitely. So now all we have to think about is what does Rene think about this first performance? What does Rene and especially the player think about this amazing game? So Rene, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. Well, a spectacular match. In the end, finally, you got close, but just didn't get it. Reminds me a bit of last year's match.
Yeah, I lost last year twice, 3-4, and now I lost again by one match again, so I'm very unlucky.
Yeah, but they're still the lower bracket, huh? Are you gonna make it from there?
Probably, yes. I will try my best to get to the winners bracket, to win the losers final and to losers bracket, and yeah, let's see.
Nice. BlackPearl, looking comfortable so far, although you did get a bit of a scare when he went 2-1 up in games.
Can you?
You got a bit of a scare maybe when he went up 2-1 in games?
Yeah, I got kind of nervous, but I think I managed good to come back, and yeah, it was a good game.
All right, so you're gonna win it all again? You're gonna win it all again today?
I will try my best.
Nice. So ladies and gentlemen, there's something to win for you at home and here in the crowd as well. Of course, we've got one more Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra going out today and one tomorrow. But good news for the viewers at home, the next one that's going out, you can win it at home as well. So more on that later. Of course, right now, let's take a quick break and head on to semi-final 2.
Mia? Hey, baby. Mama! Mama!
Good game.
Good game.
Well played.
We are multiplayers just like you. Ready up for the next game deal. Sign your first student loan with us and enjoy our Green Code study advantages. Get more information on our website.
Had to upgrade from my regular ways. Shorty, she see that I'm on. Already know that I'm paid. I've been a beast, I just got off the leash and I'm breaking right out of the cage. She wanna hop on the wave. Told her to hop on my face. It's too late for that. The way you be acting, I don't need to find a place for that. Gave you a part of my heart, I wish I could take it back. Wish I could take it back, yeah. If we just facing facts, showing love is too late for that. Showing love is too late for that. If it's broken, I'm replacing that. Memories, I'm erasing that. Gotta go, I'm escaping that. Matter of fact, I'm upgrading. Got me a couple of dimes in my rotation. One in relations. Bigger than no conversation. Ain't got the time, too much celebrating. Another day, another dog. Now she want me as a crush. She want me to eat it like lunch. Make the look go fall in love. If I was to give you a chance, I promise it'd only be one. Find out you take it for granted. You get it left in the dust. You get it left in the past tense. Can't treat me right, then I just gotta dip advantage. Said your ex, he left you trash. Just because you sad and damaged, don't give you the right to hand it out. But it's too late now, yeah, it's too late now, yeah. Had to upgrade from my regular ways. Shorty, she see that I'm on. Already know that I'm paid. I've been a beast, I just got off the leash and I'm breaking right out of the cage. She wanna hop on the wave. Told her to hop on my face. It's too late for that. The way you be acting, I don't need to find a place for that. Gave you a part of my heart, I wish I could take it back. Wish I could take it back, yeah. If we just facing facts, showing love is too late for that. It be too late to show me all your love. It be too late for the kisses and hugs. Play with my heart, baby girl, you a dog. Say you want me, but I know it was lost. Let a boy fly, he lit, he up. All of a sudden, I'm her number one. Top of the list, no, I cannot forget what little shawty was like when I didn't have none. Back in the days, I was down on my luck. Ain't nobody around me. I went out of my way just to give you my trust. You took it so that you could drown me. Now I'm swimming in cash, I done got to the bag. Had to cut out that fake look from around me. My heart been getting colder and colder. I put up these walls and I'm saying my boundaries. Had to switch up the normal routine. She acting different cause my pocket's obese. Yes, I'ma get money fiend when it come to the paper. I cannot let you in between. What can I say? I'm sorry, not sorry about losing feelings I had back in the day. She want me to stay now, too late now, too late. Yeah. Had to upgrade from my regular ways. Shorty, she see that I'm on. Already know that I'm paid. I've been a beast, I just got off the leash and I'm breaking right out of the cage. She wanna hop on the wave. Told her to hop on my face. It's too late for that. The way you be acting, I don't need to find a place for that. Gave you a part of my heart, I wish I could take it back. Wish I could take it back, yeah. If we just facing facts, showing love is too late for that.
Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen, with the next semi-final of the winners bracket of the double elimination Clash Royale competition. And of course, we're gonna bring in the next players for the next set. First up, starting with our number 2 from the ranking, from the regular season, it's Pitou. One moment while we call up your opponent for today, number 3 from the ranking, it's Xene. Yes, these will be the players going head-to-head for a place in a winner bracket final against BlackPearl. Guys, get ready, take your places, and let's throw it over once again to Luca Trent and Karaskast.
Thanks again, René. We are still ready for the next game. Winners final, no. Semi-final number 2, Xene against Pitou. I like it.
So the question is now, after this crazy first semi-final, will they be able to have the same qualification as them? I think so, because both of them have only lost 4 sets over the whole season, so they have a win rate of 73%.
Yeah, that's great, very funny, because as I said, both players have the exact same win rate with 73%. So you could think about, okay, those 2 players are exactly on the same level. I don't think so. I think we will see some differences, especially on the deck type preference.
Definitely. Like the Pitou really likes this deck we have seen over the whole set of game, like the semifinals from beforehand. That Royal Hawks cycle deck, like push deck. Xene is a bit more of the control side. He likes to play a bit more slower decks, where he has the control of the game and sets the tone of the game. So let's see which will actually come out on top.
I think that Xene lost in the season against Pitou.
He did.
So this could be indeed the revenge time for Xene to this time defeat Pitou. But we will see how it's going to be, because both players are already on the places. They're already ready, preparing their first choice. Again, guys, it is a best of 5, so the player with 3 wins in total will win this semi-final and will then go on to the winners' final. But the loser has another chance on coming back.
But who do you actually think will win?
Who do you think?
Yeah,
I think Pitou. Because Pitou showed us a very strong and a very consistent season, I think. And I think Pitou is overall maybe a little bit more calm player. But for now, we can see Pitou is on the top side in the red jersey, on the bottom blue. That is indeed Xene.
Also something that's interesting to talk about is that I actually had the chance to talk with both players. And Pitou in general just seemed a bit more calmer. He seemed more focused. He seemed more stable than Xene. Xene seemed a little bit nervous. I hope for him that he was able to shake that anxiety away and is now focused on the game. Pitou seems to be playing Royal Giant though.
It was I was a little bit shocked by the Zappies, because the minion tried so hard to get close to them, but no chance at all. The bands of the game are indeed Tornado and the Giant Skeleton. Tornado is a very strong card against some heavy push card, so a very great ban. And the Giant Skeleton we've seen before in the game, BlackPearl against Thaddeus.
But a heavy push. Flying Machine attacking the Zappies now. The Electro-Decking still surviving with some HP. Their arrows are cleaning up nothing there, so maybe a little bit waste of Elixir there.
I mean, the E-Dragon is quite effective. He's getting a lot of damage of the E-Dragon, especially a lot of Elixir value. Luca, what is Elixir value?
Elixir value is everything. Like, a good management of your Elixir will determine if you win or lose. You cannot just spam cards at the bridge and hope that you will run over. You have to manage it properly on defense, then use the cards that maybe survived on defense, attack, or maybe be like, no, wait, this is not the perfect opportunity for me to attack. Let me save my Elixir, get an Elixir advantage, and then overrun my opponent.
And for example, you have a Fireball that costs 4 Elixir, and you could, for example, hit like 3 cards on a sweet spot, and they have a total amount of, for example, 9 Elixir costs. This would be a very great Elixir value, because you use 4 to defeat 9, very great.
So there you would have made up an Elixir advantage of 5. So this is how actually players are able to overcome their opponents, by tracking that Elixir and getting these Elixir advantage moments.
Talking about overcoming the opponent, this game is getting slowly but steady more and more intense. We can see a Lava Hound on the battlefield. Last game he was banned. This time he's on the field. As we can see, the skeleton.
But so many skeletons! And this is the strength of the Skeleton King.
Oh, 180.
But a Fireball is enough. Fireball lock should be definitely enough. So,
very frustrated, because he has the E-Dragon, he has the arrows, and both spells, both cards weren't ready to defend against the Skeleton King. 180, that's nothing maybe fireball in the lock, and then the game should be over. This is game number one, and you can see it, Pitou with the ball fist. He knows, nice one. I got the first win. And as we talked about, every single win is good. Oh, we're a little bit too tall. Sit down again. Every single win is important for those players, especially Pitou and Xene. Both are, let me check real quick, I think newcomers.
Yeah, both of them. It's the first time here. Pitou said that he actually had some small experience of a LAN event like this one, just smaller, in France. Xene has never played actually on stage. And it's a completely different environment. If you're actually here on stage, you hear us talk, you hear the people on stage and everything, you get way more nervous. It's way harder to stay in the zone, like when you play from home on your sofa.
On stage, you already know this is something I want to fight for, because there is something you can win. You can not only win a huge amount of money, but you can win the honor and you can win a trophy as well. So definitely something the players competing in the league will get. And I mean, they had a very long way. They played through the qualifiers. They played against, in total, 16 players in the season throughout 5 weeks in total. So there's a long way for for all the players. So I think now standing on the, on the finals is the one thing, but a good placement in the finals, that's the most important thing.
Well, of course, you can be proud of yourself if you're able to stand there, but the feeling of actually winning it. Huh? Sit? Yeah, sit. Sit there on stage. Man, I was
nice one.
It's actually, the feeling of winning is something like this. It's just amazing. Here we go, game 2, Pitou against Xene.
And I think we talked now about many different things. Let's now this time completely focus on the game, and let's see what those players will show us.
Pitou using the Tombstone, one of the really strongest cards right now in the meta. Cannon card could be a deck variation that Thaddeus used last time. Instead of the Giant Skeleton Graveyard Kings, he's now switched up the Giant Skeleton with the Cannon card. Yeah, it's exactly that deck.
And the Skeleton King again, I think we will see the Skeleton King quite often today, because as we talked about, the highest win rate in the game has some decks with the Skeleton King. So
nearly every
the
single
strongest card. And we can see now how to defend. There's the first Graven of the game already, and the Skeleton King is indeed now tanking away the tower.
And this is tower already. Now activate your ability. Can he? He was not able to get down the ability. This would have been tower if he was able to achieve that.
Imagine
Xene survived. Xene survived.
Activating the ability right at the spot of the opponent's tower. That's insane. That would have been insane. And I think Pitou had exactly that as planned, but in the end, the tower shot fast enough. Already 1.8k HP left on the tower is a very good start for Pitou.
The thing is, his ability is like activating a graveyard for just 2 elixir. If it's fully charged, it's crazy. It's so cheap and so effective, either on defense or on offense.
Yeah, definitely. Now this time the Cannon card is getting countered by, the little spearman in the box, as I like to call him. The Royal delivery or the Royal post, post esports and something like that. Enough jokes. Yeah, a very funny card, I think. I think was added in the game 3 years ago or something like that. Just a guy with a spear in a box.
Yeah, like he's a Royal recruit just getting sent down as a post, like as a delivery.
Here I am. Try to strike me down. That's exactly what the Valkyrie of Xene is trying this time with the Skeleton King, and it looks quite okay. This time a much better defense for Xene, but I can still see the tower on the bottom left is quite low. The Royal recruits again on the battlefield.
And this Cannon card will just shred down that mortar. Ooh, there, but 2 recruits. Oh, he had to waste so much elixir for just 3 recruits. 7 elixir in total. This is what Tim talked about earlier, the elixir management. It's really important to actually win.
But he's able to distract the Cannon card, so the Cannon card has indeed 2 lives. The first life is on the wheels, the second life is on the ground. So now the cannon's on the ground, and as you can see, the game is getting closer. We're soon in a sudden death. The next graveyard on the bottom left side is turning on the battlefield. And this graveyard seems to be a pretty great, nice lock, a nice Royal delivery, but the tower is getting lower and lower.
Under 1000 HP, really don't want to see that, and he's able to catch that miner.
Xene was not able to get one single mortar hit off that like on that tower, and if the miners are catched, how will he get damage on?
How will he get the damage done? That's a very great question. As we can see, the towers of Pitou, they are looking quite fine. They're really tanky, and Pitou, he is going closer and closer towards the second win. Only 30 seconds left, then we will be in the triple elixir phase. The question is, will he need the triple elixir phase? Nice defensive with the right delivery, but now on the left side, we can see the recruits are running in. Nice arrows placement on the right-hand side, Skeleton King. But the defense is, again, pretty good.
Another hit from these are 100 damage you really don't want to take. 1 minute left, and we all know tiebreaker will decide probably. So
now we can see the elixirs pumping up for Pitou. Triple elixir phase, this could now be his timing. Look at the elixir, the amount he's gaining is insane. The next graveyard on the battlefield. This could be the last graveyard. The Valkyrie for the defense, but again, the damage is there. 570 HP left. He's chipping it down there, lower and lower, 400.
Well, so many skeleton hits connected. You can be super happy when like 5 or 6 skeleton hits connect because they add up. Look at it. And the next graveyard! He's just burying his graveyard! Because the thing is, when you have a champion down, you can always only have one champion on your own on your field, and then your cycle just goes down from 4 to 3, which is such a huge advantage.
The next graveyard!
It's
this
just crazy.
Insane.
It's crazy. Yeah, this is game. This is game. This is game! Arrows and 2-0 for Pitou.
What a performance, and you can see it again, Pitou, he is happy. 2-0 already in this semi-final, and what a performance. I can compare it a little bit to BlackPearl. He just sit there damn cool. I mean, the only difference BlackPearl is the little handshake in the end.
True.
He was there and he really knew, okay, this game, I got it in my pocket if I just stay home and play it like he did. What a nice performance.
Definitely, and this is what I talked about earlier. Pitou really seems to have his cool down. He knows what he's capable of. He knows what decks he needs to play. And for now, he's just doing his own. He was in control every single time for now.
What is up with Xene? We talked about him. He made it actually to the 3rd place of the season, but right now he's struggling really hard to get this first win.
The thing is, to be honest, his opponent is the 2nd place of the season. So
wow. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I know, right? But the thing is, Xene really is in a bad spot now. 2-0. Pitou just needs one more game, and he seems to be really stressed. And I think Pitou has the better mind games down to it. Maybe it's, I don't really know. Maybe it's the one time, the LAN event, that is making up that much of a difference. But yeah, game 3.
Game 3, this could be the last game. This is indeed the match crown game of this series, of this semi-finals. If Pitou is able to get another win, he will go on to the winners final, and then will he compete against BlackPearl. But for now, we have to take a look on this game.
I think we will have a yearly mirror matchup from the last set. Like Xene is playing the same deck there. You can see the Royal delivery. There's just the last card will probably be a Fireball. I'm not so sure. And Pitou is staying with that king, like Skeleton King and Graveyard combination.
Yeah. The question is, will Xene be able to defeat Pitou? Because we've seen Pitou playing this game, this deck, like just some seconds ago. So 2 cards left. I think one of them will be the graveyard. Ooh, the tombstone. He tried maybe to activate a King Tower with it, or isn't it possible?
Nah, this is not possible.
It's not possible. Okay. So I learned something. Maybe for the viewers, if you get a hit on the King Tower, the King Tower gets activated, and then the King Tower has a little cannon as well and can help to defend your base. So it is sometimes a very great way to somehow drag an opponent card towards your King Tower to activate it and then have an advantage on the defense.
Because then you have 3 towers shooting simultaneously. There's like the best way to defend is always kite the troops around as long as possible, because the biggest damage dealers are your towers in the end.
Yes. Now we can see the next Skeleton Kings on the battlefield, but I don't think the Skeleton King will do anything. 60 seconds left already. This does mean we are already in double elixir phase. The strong phase now for the graveyard deck Pitou is playing. So maybe now on he will go. I think there are no Royal recruits this time, so he swapped his deck a little bit as well.
And this time Xene really has control over this match. It's not the same matchup than beforehand. The beforehand matchup was way better for Pitou. There you can see the difference.
This time it is harder, I think. But it's harder for both players. But as we can see, this time Xene is a little bit in charge of the game because he dealt more damage. But now the first Graveyard joined the battlefield. Instant the poison spell for the defense. Very important that he has poison active. Poison is indeed a very great counter against the Graveyard. And this could maybe decide this game.
Probably, because the thing is, the difference beforehand was the cannon card. The cannon card was just so hard to deal for Xene, and the Musketeer, Musketeer, correct? The Inferno Dragon is doing nothing for Pitou. It's just a waste of elixir actually to play, but you need to cycle. Yeah. Otherwise, this Valkyrie is just so strong on defense there for Xene, and I think we will go into the fourth game, to be honest.
And this is a very great lock cycle for Xene, because Xene does the most damage with the lock. He's just cycling through his deck, lock on the tower. Cycling, lock on the tower. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. This time the second Graveyard on the left-hand side. And there's again the poison for the defense. A little bit of damage has been dealt, but I think that amount of damage is nearly nothing compared to what a Graveyard could do.
One single Graveyard could take out your whole tower if you misplace something, or the game just wants to troll you. We all know that sometimes you can even get around 600 damage dealt to your tower if you use the poison. You can see that the poison is usually countering the skeletons pretty fairly, but sometimes the game is like, nah, I want you to lose.
You want to win? Not today. Yeah, the next point on the battlefield, this is the triple elixir phase. Again, the strong phase for Pitou's deck, and as we can see, Pitou is slowly but steady coming back into games. He does know, okay, I need this turret now, minor lock again, nice. 300 and more damage, but this time, maybe for the first time this game, the Inferno Dragon will do something. I think this was a misroll delivery.
Yeah, it was. I think he wanted to play something else. But these miners are always chipping away as well. But it's a back and forth now. This could be everybody's game. Pitou is slowly coming back, and he needs to use his 3 elixir
20
cycle.
seconds.
He needs to cycle these graveyards through, otherwise he will lose. Next graveyard. Cycle, cycle, cycle. And the next one.
Look at all the damage and the errors. Now this could be the leading point. I mean, there is an unlock able for Xene. This game is head-to-head now. Pitou is in charge of the game. The fireball, I think
the poison will not come down in time.
No, this is the game for Pitou. Pitou is able to defeat his opponent. And it does mean Pitou is now in the winners final against BlackPearl.
Not bad, respect. He was completely out of it at the beginning. Yeah, and he seems really happy. And after all, just focusing, not losing his cool, against talking about the mental health, not losing his cool, and just coming back in the end.
And this game was like, Xene, you got it. This is a great performance. And in the end, Pitou was like,
what a shame. What a shame, though.
If there's any bit of hope at the horizon, I'll take it. And that's the same thing what Rene will do it now.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner. It is Rift player Pitou. Of course, it was a close call. Xene, you are still a free agent, by the way. Pick him up. How do you feel going into the lower bracket already?
It's going to be hard, but yeah, I will try. I will continue trying my best, and I hope maybe come back to the final.
Nice. He's already got the right mindset. Of course, the final is a little bit closer for you now, Pitou.
Yes, it was close. Xene played really good, but I tried my best, excuse me, and I won. Just good luck, Xene, for the bracket.
Very nice, very nice. Obviously, you won quite comfortably, although the last one was very close, 3-0. However, does that give you extra confidence that you can take on BlackPearl?
Yes, it was a close matchup, but with my Inferno Dragon, I don't know if you see, I put pressure, but if I have only the Musketeer, so it's my objective for win.
Yeah, so both these guys confident they can go on another round. Of course, one of them in the lower bracket, and of course Pitou in the upper bracket. He's going up against BlackPearl quite soon, but not before I remind you about our giveaway. We've got one more Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra going out today. It's going to be available for someone in the audience or someone watching at home. So be sure to participate in our marble game later today. But I'll let you know when it starts exactly. Right now, we're gonna have a small break and then we'll be back with you with the winner finals.
Mia? Hey, baby. Mama!
Good game.
Good game.
Well played.
We are multiplayers just like you. Ready up for the next game deal. Sign your first student loan with us and enjoy our green code study advantages. Get more information on our website.
Brothers know I'm dying for mine. Take my heart, I don't want it back. Like that last bitch left, but I got it back. And you know you nearly gave a kid a heart attack. I'm just happy that I'm leaving with my heart intact. Big orange, big old chains, thick little frame and that big orange. Then I met you, shit ain't been the same. Like this pretty little thing got a hold on me and we be rocking. All this silky linen that be lining up my pockets. Know I'm good with you, fuck around and got it poppin'. All I want is you, I don't need no other options. I'ma hit the gas, put that shit in autopilot. And I'm riding with my baby, going going stupid, going crazy in the back of a Mercedes, getting money on a daily. Police wanna raid me, but there ain't shit that can fade me. Cause if you ain't my lady, then I'm screaming, fuck you, pay me. I was on the north side, now I'm sitting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go again. We've had both winner bracket semifinals. Now we've got 2 matches coming up. The lower bracket semifinal, which will be played off stream. And of course the winner bracket final. And we're going to play that one on stream, obviously. Let's get the players up on stage. First one up, and he's still a free agent, by the way. BlackPearl. Hydrated, my man. All right, and of course, up against them, it's a Rift player, it's Pitou. So guys, are you ready to have another go? Yeah, they're ready. You get ready too, because we're about to set them up. Go ahead and take the stage, guys. And I'll throw it back to our friends, Luca Trents and Karascast.
And here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Winners final, Pitou against BlackPearl. Oh, this is going to be amazing.
I'm still shocked by the 3-0 sweep by Pitou. I didn't think that he would be able to achieve that well on such a big stage, even though it's the first time he's on this stage. Never heard of him before, like the years ago, and now he comes here and sits against the winner of last year and the dominating force in the season in the winner bracket.
I think this game will be a very hard game for Pitou, but as he showed us earlier, he is able to strike down Xene with 3-0. I think Pitou is able to at least get 1 or 2 wins from BlackPearl in this series. But as always, we can just imagine, we can just talk about it. We have to wait until the players are ready, until they will be playing, and until we got the bans for the next game. That's why I'm looking at my phone right now, because there will get the text message for the next bans. What do you think?
What they will ban?
I think Thaddeus earlier banned the Gladiator.
Golden Knight.
The Golden Knight, yeah. So maybe again a Golden Knight against BlackPearl, or do you think it will be the Skeleton King?
So I would say because Pitou overused the Skeleton King, since it's such a strong card. Was I right with the Skeleton? I was right with the Skeleton King. There we go. No, but it was obvious. He's overusing that card, and it's actually a misadvantage for him, because if you're so dependent on one deck type or one card, it's super easy for your opponents to just strike you down, take your strong suit away, and then you're just swimming in the cold water.
I mean, there are some old graveyard decks as well, especially those bridge spam graveyard with the Hawk Rider, for example. I think that was quite uncommon, or am I mistaken right now?
I don't think that there was any graveyard deck with
Hawk
Rider.
It's okay. I just want to test you. I just want to test you. But I thought there was some like
there was once like a Prince graveyard deck.
Okay, that was not the Hawk Rider.
Way ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing this game quite some times now. There were many different types of decks in the game, but the graveyard is still available for Pitou, so maybe he will just go for the graveyard and build something around it. Just
it's super easy for BlackPearl, though, no? Yeah. Then it's super easy for BlackPearl to maybe just, like, Skeleton King is gone, and then Poison, and Valkyrie, and like, it's so easy to actually counter it.
It's fun that Ree right now could be
the reason why they choose the deck.
In his head. I mean, he can hear us, obviously. We can say, like, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing? But now we will see what he actually done. Game number 1 of the winners final. BlackPearl in the red jersey on the top side against Pitou, blue on the bottom. Pitou, first of all, fixes his headphones. Nice. there is not banned. They're immediately being played by BlackPearl.
And Pitou could play like a... Ooh, okay, just stop that. The Magic Archer could get to the tower, but no, good reaction there from Pitou. And now he has a lot on the field. But Kankan should be
Again, the Mighty Miter can change the position. He can swap the lanes with his ability, but I don't think this time it is the best thing. And
the attack of the Mighty Miner is getting stronger with every second connected towards the opponent. So imagine you have a very high HP opponent. You start off with a very low damage attack, and after 5-6 seconds, the attack is so high that the opponent is immediately getting destroyed.
Yeah, but BlackPearl is seemingly playing here a really aggressive bridge spam deck with the Cannon Con, high DPS cards, so he will break through at some time if Pitou makes any mistake.
The Magical Archer is a very great card against those Skeleton Dragons, because Skeleton Dragons are relatively low in HP, and the Magical Archer can hit them both at the same time if he's positioned in the right way.
We have some lead barbarians here. Ooh. Haven't seen them in a long time, but the Mighty Miner is able with his high amount of HP to counter them pretty easily.
Yeah, Elite Barbarians were, I think, half a year ago, they were a threat in the Royale meta because they were played in every single deck. But for now, we will see how BlackPearl will perform with those cards in this game. Right now, this game seems to be quite slow. Both players seem to have everything under control, but both players aren't really that aggressive yet. But we're now in a double exit phase. Maybe we'll see some more aggressiveness now.
I think Pitou will now play his Lava Hound in the back, maybe on the right hand or on the left hand, after this Cannon card is dealt with and the Magic Archer is gone. Because the thing is, he really needs to pay attention when he's building up the big push, because BlackPearl can just easily...
The Golden Knight was on point, because now we can see he's charging in. There's the mine as well. The Skeleton Dragons try to deal some damage to the E-Pops, but they could connect with the tower. There's one connection.
Two hits.
Oh my gosh.
And the Magic Archer's on the tower for 2 hits as well. And Roy goes, so much on the field, so much happening.
What a strong push by BlackPearl. I mean, the two-thirds of the tower are gone yet, and we have soon in the second death phase. It has been one more good push of BlackPearl, and this game could be over. And here you can see it, the Barbarians, the Golden Knight, the Magical Archer, the backline, all together to come and strike in. But the cage is there for the defense as well. The Knight still pretty high HP, but now he's done.
And maybe we can now see the Lava Hound. Finally, there it is. I was just waiting for it because Pitou had to wait for the perfect moment. But this Magic Archer in the back will be able to clean that up fairly easy, I'd say. No, the flying machine is connected to the tower and the Lava Hound got pushed away.
Oh, the damage!
This could be it. This could be it. There's so much on the field right now.
The pop is now spawning out of the Lava Hound on the bottom.
Oh, how did that happen? I was so focused up there.
We both didn't see it coming.
Yeah, nobody noticed that, I think.
Two casters and both are too blind to see that coming. Hey, what happened?
I think he just forgot, like, there was so much happening on the defensive side that everybody was overlooking BlackPearl's push. And this is what I'm talking about. BlackPearl has such a vision over the whole field. He's able to see everything and adapt to everything.
I mean, we were like, okay.
I was looking at this.
Game is over. What? What happened? Very nice game. Very nice done. This is the first game for BlackPearl. 1-0 in this series already. And yeah, pretty interesting deck, because for you guys, those champion cards like the Skeleton King, like the Golden Knight, those cards are available when you hit level 14?
Yes. Only when you hit level 14.
And I'm not level 14 yet. No. So I can't play with them except for some challenges, but I think I played once with every champion right now. So in the meta, in the ELO I am playing, those champions aren't
really
there.
Existing, yeah.
And that's quite interesting to see them in action, to see them in performance, and to see what they can do.
Yeah, especially how strong they are. Like, imagine people at low elos actually being able to play them and overuse them with just buying gems and then having a high level. Man, it would be way worse than the full. No, I didn't.
Did you just front me for low elo?
Maybe a little. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, guys. Second game is about to start, and then we can maybe stop joking around. Second game for BlackPearl or second game for Pitou? What do you think?
I would say BlackPearl, because he was in control of that game the whole time. Even the moment where Pitou was able to break through for the first time after like 4 minutes of gameplay, he was still able to defend and even attack where nobody noticed his attack.
That's the point. So for now on, the second game in this series has started.
You think we could see like a mirror match up there?
Maybe. For now we can see, interesting. So again, Tombstone, again, the giant skeleton. On the bottom we have Pitou. This time he is playing the Golden Knight.
Golden Knight,
Interesting.
such a weird card.
Oh, the combination Infernal Dragon with the Giant Skeleton is quite strong. Nice
And a
fireball
good fireball.
value. That's BlackPearl, and now he is on point with a huge push. Imagine this Giant Skeleton does a huge amount of damage with the bomb, but the bomb is not connected towards the tower, and I think Infernal Dragon won't get any damage as well. Nice defense by Pitou. He stayed calm, and that's important.
Well done there, like you said. But the Golden Knight is actually a really special ability. For 1 elixir, he can dash up to 10 times, depending on how many tiles there are in between of these, in between of the troops. The thing is, sometimes he just dashes super weirdly.
Yeah.
Sometimes he dashes over the whole. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes he dashes over the whole field, and sometimes there's like a troop 1 tile away, and he's just like, I don't need that. I don't need that.
I ignore it. For now, this is the next push coming in for Pitou. This time he's going again for the Royal Recruits we've seen in the first match against Xene. The question is now, will those Royal Recruits be the point? I mean, they are quite okay against Giant Skeleton, but Giant Skeleton has such a high HP pool that he needs something else to get rid of. And it is a graveyard as well, guys. So this time, there's a little variation of the Skeleton King deck, because, yeah, the Skeleton is banned.
Yeah, exactly. You just put in the Golden Knight instead of the Skeleton King. And there you can see, you can just put in these champions in every single deck and they somehow work. This is just a testimony on how strong it is. But the Golden Knight connected there on the right-hand tower, and this is nearly 1,000 damage, and even on the left hand.
Nice amount of damage by Pitou. I think BlackPearl is somehow calculating it, because I would have played something else to defend the piggies. BlackPearl was like, okay, just let the damage happen because I got the game. I don't know what is going on in his mind, but from now on, this game seems to be a little bit in charge for Pitou. But again, sudden death is coming, the triple elixir phase is coming, and we know how good BlackPearl is in that phase.
And now there's probably coming a fireball. No, fireball. Okay, interesting. He is accepting to take that damage, and then, but it's too much damage. He maybe underestimated that. Yeah.
On a
This was a
second
big
giant
mistake.
skeleton on the battlefield yet. What a thing. And you can see the Seppi, and the flying machine value for Pitou is
Ridiculous.
on point. 700 HP. This could be the first game Pitou's able to win against BlackPearl.
And the thing is, this is the first big mistake I saw BlackPearl do. I think he underestimated the amount of the piglets that they would do. So he thought, okay, maybe the Zeppelins will be enough, but you can see nearly 1,000 damage in an instant. He needs to get this done.
Next graveyard is now on the battlefield by the flying machine
but
again.
There's so much going on. The Zeppelins misplayed. So many skeletons. Oh. And just like that, BlackPearl is back in the game. I cannot believe it.
I mean, was it a misplay by Pitou or was it a perfect play by BlackPearl? That's the point.
I think maybe even both, because the Zappies came a little bit too late. Was it because of the elixir or because he was just a bit too slow in his reaction speed?
20 seconds left until we go to the triple elixir phase. Now the next flying machine is in the battlefield, and we know the flying machine value for Pitou is indeed quite high in this game.
But a very interesting decision to actually go into the right side.
I mean, look, the piggies are dealing a lot of damage over there. Both towers are nearly destroyed. This could be now the point for Pitou, or maybe now BlackPearl is striking back. There you can see the graveyard on the battlefield.
There will be a fireball and a fireball arrows. Fireball arrows. There they are.
I don't think there's enough. The 220 to 11, and somehow the skeleton's connected. Now this is the time Pitou has to win now, or the next cycle is on point. There are the arrows. 100 HP. The fireball is enough.
What a game!
Made this game happen. And I could see BlackPearl's face. He was like, "It's enough." Oh god,
yeah,
it is enough.
And he sent into good. That was game going down to the wire.
Insane. But again, I would say, except that one mistake by Xene with the Seppies, this game was again nearly played perfectly by him, but BlackPearl was again able to strike him down.
But this is Clash Royale. One small mistake, the Zappies of Pitou coming too late, the Golden Knight being able to connect to the tower, enough damage dealt, and then slowly building up. Maybe Pitou losing some confidence, BlackPearl regaining some confidence, and that's just it.
But nothing is decided yet. I mean, okay, it is quite hard to stand with the back against the wall. 2-0 for BlackPearl, only one more game. But Pitou is a very good player. He finished the season as second place. I think he's definitely able to maybe get the next win, maybe to get 2 more wins. We will see it pretty soon. But for sure, BlackPearl is now in a position, okay, he could do a mistake. I don't think that he's going to do a mistake because we are talking about BlackPearl, but he could do it, and he has still enough chances on winning the game. Right now it's just, okay, what deck will those players pick, and then we will go in the next match crown game.
Game 3, starting now on your countdown. Not bad. Good timing there.
I can read the mindsets of the players. No. Game number 3, BlackPearl's match crown. This time BlackPearl is starting off with very interesting with the Lava Hound. And the Lava Hound is indeed, as we know, a very effective card, a very tanky card, and that's for sure a very effective way to defeat the enemy. For now, Pitou got connection, but I think BlackPearl, he just let it happen, and now he has a very big push on the left-hand side as well. With Clone! We know this deck from the season, but a nice tornado for the defense, and this could be the point where Pitou does know, okay, now I know exactly what you're playing, now I'm prepared, and I can count it every single time, especially the Mother, which is perfect against the puppies out of the Lava Hound.
But this really will be interesting deck there. Because we know Clone, either you break, like, it's a win or lose, there's no in between. Either you're able to break through once and take a tower, or you're not. Like, there's no chipping away slowly.
Oh, the Lumberjack!
There's even a Lumberjack for you!
BlackPearl is again, it's those little things. I mean, for someone who never saw Clash Royale, it's okay, they play cards. But the timing of the card is where you can see real pro players shine, and that's exactly the point you can see here BlackPearl is doing again and again and again. Wow.
And BlackPearl using a small BM there. I think he really wants to get into Pitou's head. He wants to finish this.
Maybe he's BMing us.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe he's BMing us. It could be. It could be. But for now, the next Lava Hound is on the battlefield. The Musketeer emote is there as well. The first electric giant, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very interesting card. Giant does mean he's a lot of HP, and electric does mean the little blue circle you can see around it. He's dealing damage passively to all units around him. As you can see, boom! The whole Skami is gone. But the Lava Hound connection is on the tower. Now is the question, is this a tower trade?
I don't think that this is a tower trade.
I think it is. Or maybe,
there, the Inferno Tower is
gone.
And look, the Mother Witch is enough to deal with that. I was a bit surprised about the clone. This could be the comeback.
The next one on the right-hand side, and another Infernal Dragon. Where does Pitou have all his elixir from? It doesn't matter, because now he's on the point. The next tower could be struck down, and we talked about doing mistakes, being able to do a mistake, and this game seems to be the game for Pitou, finally getting his
and look at all the piglets! Look at all the piglets!
Wow! What a domination game. I think BlackPearl does now, okay, this game is over, I just let it happen. Pitou comes back to 2-1 after this game.
And that was some instant karma, wasn't it? That was like
Castus Curse. We talked about it, and it happened. We talked about it, and it happened. Wow, what a performance!
Yes, Pitou really came back. I think the one misplay was, I don't know why he actually cloned that Skami into the Electro Giant. Like you said, the Electro Giant is actually...
That was BlackPearl.
I know. Why BlackPearl put it, like, cloned the Skami into the Electro Giant. Because we know, like you explained it, the Giant is dealing area damage around him.
Or maybe BlackPearl saw the Giant and he did know, okay, this game is over. This could be as well.
And this is maybe why he started trolling.
Exactly, and that's when people maybe troll, and so the game is ended faster. BlackPearl did know, okay, this game is lost. Let's go on to the next game. As we said, he's able to do a mistake, but from now on, only one more mistake is allowed. Because then it's 2-2, and then it would be the match crown for both players, and not only for BlackPearl like the next game.
But we, like you said earlier, we know BlackPearl. This is like a one-time thing. It would not happen again, like properly. So, and even if, he's just trolling around then. He's just toying with his energies now. He probably wants to show up his dominance.
And now imagine, we're talking like, okay, BlackPearl is always chilled, and he's so cool, and in reality, he's like shaking, but he's overplaying it, and we're just mindsetting him up so the people out there think, oh, BlackPearl is the coolest player
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. The wish thinking. Guys, I am hyped up for the next game. I want to see the next game because I want to know
who's going to the grand final.
Yeah, will it be BlackPearl or Pitou? Both players. Oh,
even
I didn't think about it.
there's a loser bracket, so even if somebody's losing here, they still have a chance to go into the grand finale.
But I didn't think about that the winner of this match will be in the grand finale.
You forgot about
that. Okay, guys, this game is even more interesting. Pitou again on the bottom in the blue side, BlackPearl on top in red. This could be again the last game for BlackPearl on this series.
And I think we will see some Royal Giant there. Goblin Cage, could be Lava Hound, could be... I think this is the Lava Hound deck, and then this will be difficult for both sides, I would say.
For now on, we need to wait until we can see more of the cards. The Giant Skeleton is already there, so maybe again a graveyard deck. And the Queen!
Oh, the Queen. But the Lightning to immediately kill the Queen. You do not want to give her any freaking value.
So just for information, the Queen is the fourth of the champions. Now we have seen all of them.
Yeah.
The Skeleton King, the Golden Knight, the Queen, and the Mighty Miner. And I think the Mighty Miner is the newest one.
Exactly, yeah.
The Mighty Miner is like 3 months old? Something like that?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 months. I'm not so sure about that. What's actually your favorite? Like, what's your favorite champion?
I mean, I've never played them, but I think the Skeleton King is quite fun to play, fun to watch, because I am walking towards your opponent. Oh, boom! There's a whole army. I mean, that's a very strong feeling of power.
Definitely. But what will BlackPearl do now? Easy fireball. That's it. Enough.
So what's the winning condition in BlackPearl's deck right now? Is it the Royal Giant?
I would say it's the Royal Giant. Well, even though... Oh, the first Golem! We haven't seen Golem for so long. But to go to the other question, the Archer Queen can deal a huge amount of damage. But it has to connect. It's not so easy than it used to be. But how will you defend? Because Pitou has an immense elixir advantage. An immense. So this will be really difficult for BlackPearl to defend there. Oh, but the Fisherman...
As we can see, the Golem is a little bit more tanky than the Giant. But the Giant and then the Giant Skeleton. But the Golem can't attack anything except
the towers,
buildings, structures. And that's why defense now is quite okay. But as you can see, the damage is still there, provided by Pitou Express. Now a nice tornado, a nice ability charge.
What a tornado! Amazing play there. He pulled all the troops towards the tower.
There's the Queen.
We will clean up everything nicely, I'd say.
He said, oh, the Royal Giant, it is there. That's very important. But we can see he's quite tanky still. But the Goblin damage is there now. This is it. Pitou is this game really in charge.
He really is. And he's so strong right now. Baby Dragon getting 2 hits. 200 damage you really don't want to take. And all the time, Pitou's in such an elixir advantage. Okay, that was...
I see what he tried there.
Yeah.
But I think it was a little bit too cocky, too overconfident, maybe. Whew, this is an amazing game again, ladies and gentlemen. As we can see, Pitou is great at defending. Now I think he will play a Goblin Cage. No Goblin Cage.
The Goblin Cage is out of cycle, but should be back in cycle now and will be placed down. Oh, but he doesn't even need the Goblin Cage. Not even a single hit. Not even a single hit.
Calculated, no problem. Pitou is really shining in this game right now. I didn't see that coming. I mean, 2-0 for BlackPearl, and now this comeback. Whew, nice fireball.
But the thing is,
Baby Dragon.
Pitou cannot become too passive, because otherwise he will lose that game on the long term. He needs to get more aggressive to actually finish it, because otherwise, with the triple elixir time and the Royal Giant getting spammed onto the bridges, it can become really, really difficult for him.
So now, the next push coming in. The Giant Skeleton is still on the battlefield, in this time and on this side of Pitou. But as you can see, let's get a triple elixir phase now. This is the time to shine for BlackPearl. He showed us how good he is in this phase, but the tornado is again on point. No damage by this Royal Giant.
And there's the Golem. Yeah,
that's the game, huh? Is it the game? We look at the game.
Oh, yeah, it's game. It's game. 2-2. 2-2.
What is going on? I mean, it's not over yet, but as you can see, the Golem is still alive. The explosion damage is there.
Oh, and Pitou is happy. He's coming back.
And what games do we see today? First one, a 5 series. 3-2. Second one, a clean stomp. Now, the champion of last season playing against the second place of this season. 2-0, boom, 2-2. It's everything open again for both players.
And Pitou, big respect to him, I have to admit, because he stayed into the game and he did not, like he was not shaken up.
No.
I thought at the beginning 2-0, again, with no experience in that kind of scene, he would probably lose it, but he's just dominating and actually came back. Good matchup for him, in my opinion, but just all in all, only because you have a strong matchup doesn't mean you will win. You have to play it down safely.
And now it is the time. It is the match crown
for both sides.
It does mean, first of all, Godspeed to both players, as always. But I don't want to be in their positions because now it is really going up. What kind of deck do I pick? Because imagine 2-2 and then getting counter-picked.
But like hard countered.
So like, I play like, I lost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, really. Sometimes it's just be like that.
Yeah.
And
please.
I'm already nervous for them. I don't want to know how they feel because actually we haven't even talked about the prize pools yet.
I didn't know
I know. There's a huge amount of money you can actually win tonight. First place is getting 1.9 thousand euros.
1.9 or 1.5? I don't know.
1.9 if I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1.9 thousand euros. It's a lot of money. In total, the prize pool is 6,000. But now, game 5. Okay, coming back to this one.
Let's talk about something we actually know, and that's the actual game. Tombstone start for BlackPearl, so maybe again Graveyard.
Could be. It's really interesting how the Tombstone rework of it having less HP but actually always spawning 2 skeletons at a time really made it back into the meta. You haven't seen Tombstone for so long, but now it's slowly coming back and nearly saw it every single game.
Wow, look at that mirror matchup. Seppies against Seppies. What's happening? Nothing.
Yeah, it's a bit boring to watch that.
Okay, the next Giant Skeleton. I think this is definitely great. Or it's again Royal Giant. I didn't know.
This could actually be Royal. Oh, this is Graveyard. You were right. This is Graveyard.
Wow.
And now he has a super good. Oh, this is such a good position there for BlackPearl. Please don't tell me it will be over in one single push.
No, the tower is still alive, but a huge amount of damage is there by the Dark Prince. He's charging up the connection on the tower. Huge amount. That is exactly what Pitou needed after that great Graveyard of BlackPearl. This game, I think this game could be over a little bit faster than the last one.
I don't think that we will have such a long overtime there. I really don't, because the damage accumulated already is immense. 800 on BlackPearl's side and 1,300 there on the right-hand side for Pitou.
Royal Giant this time for Pitou. Royal Giant is exactly like the Golem, high amount of the HP, but he can only attack structures. For this one, you can see the Royal Giant is ignoring the opponents who will just walk towards the tower. The Fisherman there, a little bit as a defense, together with the Zeppies now against the Giant Skeleton to get a distraction away from the tower. That's very important. Pitou is doing again great on defending, so this push of both players is now being dealt with.
And what's actually really interesting, they're still on the same, even though they have played now 2 minutes, they're still on the same amount of elixir all in all. 7-7, now 8-8.
But BlackPearl didn't leak any elixir.
Yeah, true.
And Pitou leaked like 2.1. You can see it far on the bottom right. There's the 2.1 by Pitou. This is the amount of elixir that he didn't spend, and he didn't get new elixir because every player can only stack for 10 elixir at one time.
Oh, and there's the Inferno Dragon. And he has nothing to reset. He has nothing to reset. No, okay. This was a huge, good defense there for him. And what will he do now? Will he push on the left-hand side?
The connection, the damage is, it is okay.
But also look on the right side tower, under 1,000 HP.
This game is intense again, guys. I have to sit down. Yeah. Whew, there's so much happening on the battlefield again. The next Graveyard is now there for the push back. The Seppies as a defense. And as you can see in the front, Giant Skeleton is distracted again. So they're defending on both sides again. The sudden death, so we are mistaken. This game is taking a while indeed. And it seems like BlackPearl is a little bit ahead of in this game.
But now a big push coming on the left-hand side. Where's the Tombstone? There's the Tombstone. But immediately down, and the Royal Giant has so much HP left.
The matter which is so good.
2 hits, 3 hits, and the Piglet,
Is it Pitou going in?
Don't! This is game! This is game! What?
Pitou is able to defeat BlackPearl.
The guy that was undefeated in this season.
And now it is Pitou, our first participant for the grand finale. I can only say, what a great performance. This was an amazing series. This was an amazing game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly why we need to talk a little bit more with our analyst test that we will have soon. But first of all, René, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, my man. Wow, wow, wow. Like a phoenix from the ashes, Rift Sloth's Pitou rose up from the dead. Well done indeed, well done indeed. Where did you win this final?
It was so close, unbelievable.
Yeah, you were down 2-0, but somehow you got back in it.
Can you repeat, please?
You were down in games 2-0, but somehow you kept believing and you got yourself back in the game.
In my head, I said it's never finish, and what is the result?
Nothing left to lose, just give it all, and he got it back. BlackPearl, last year you were champion, there's still a chance, but you didn't expect this.
I don't care, I'm confident that I will come back.
Nice. Lower bracket run and then grand final win?
Hopefully.
All right, both these players still hopeful for a golden medal and of course the biggest cup. Of course, they both have every chance to do so. But right now, let's first analyze the game with a special guest here, Crazy Bryant.
Yeah, what an intense match here. That was really insane.
Really. Like, what a comeback there from Pitou.
Yeah, and I think this match really shed lights on an important thing in Clash Royale. It's the nerves. And
yes.
Did you notice, like, after 2 games, BlackPearl was 2-0, and he decided to go, like, okay, I'm going to send Pitou to the grave right now. He took his best deck. If you don't know, BlackPearl is one of the best players in the world with Lava Clone. And so he took his best deck, he started sending some emotes like to disturb Pitou, and Pitou chose the best deck possible to counter him, which was E-Giant with Infinite Dragon and Mother Witch. BlackPearl has literally nothing to deal with this, so that was really like the turning point of the match.
But this is also what you have to see, like BlackPearl, like you said, BlackPearl started to spam the emotes, he was super confident in himself, and when people get too confident, they actually start to lose focus on what is important, and this is to finish the game, not be too happy about it. You had a 2-0 start, and it's the best possible way to actually go on about it. But yeah, like you said, super good pick there from Pitou, and this is what I have to tell you guys. Matchmaking is one of the most important aspects in Clash Royale. You can be skill-wise a way less known player, but if you have a proper deck pick and you win this mental game, like this kind of checkmate, you will win this whole set.
Exactly. Usually Pitou is someone that is not so confident about going with other decks than his main decks. And today he proved that he can overcome his fears and go with some snipe decks. And it just worked perfectly today, so that was the right choice.
I was really scared there for him for 1 second because, like I talked with Tim about, at the beginning he was only using the Skeleton King. And I thought, okay, maybe he will just stay on that, and if somebody will ban it away, he will be completely lost. But he pulled out decks that I really didn't think he could actually play, and he really dominated it. But I think somehow we will still see BlackPearl in this grand finale, and I think he will get his rematch there.
Yeah. I don't want to be too presumptuous, but I think also BlackPearl is going to exit to the great final. I wish him and I wish every player to go to the great finals, of course. But that's some good pressure on his shoulders, and I don't think he expected to lose right now.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Nobody thought that the underdog that's for the first time here on a stage would perform so well. Nobody would have thought that. First time here in Luxembourg, no stage experience, no experience in general, unknown player here in Luxembourg. BlackPearl being a player that won last year. So, wow. Yeah. But thank you for your analytics. And now back to you, René.
Yeah, thank you, Luca. Of course, spectacular winner bracket final just now, worthy of a final. We're about to see another final after the break. It's the lower bracket final coming up. Obviously, BlackPearl will be playing it. Last I saw from the score in the lower bracket semifinals was Thaddeus up 2-0. So he might be joining him, the man formerly known as Shy Guy, of course. But before we go into the break, let me remind you once more, keep watching in here and out there, because we've got one more Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra going out to one of our viewers or someone in this hall with the marble game. It's not going to be played right now, but soon enough. So stay tuned, and now into the break.
Hey, baby. Mama.
Good game.
Good game.
Well played.
We are multiplayers just like you. Ready up for the next game deal. Sign your first student loan with us and enjoy our green code study advantages. Get more information on our website.
And we be shining with my baby, that my shorty right beside me. That's my ex, she gon' say I did it slimy. So ahead, you can't see me with your hobbies. Check the wrist, now we call that perfect timing. And you know that we be riding, never needed space, then I'm buying you an island. And I love to call you darling, every time you call me late at night. Pour up another cup when we get to my place, you feel good, you can let loose. She said you love my face, get it tattooed. I say, go post a pic in my attitude. Shorty with a body and a shape is like a dollar sign. Come and put it on me, know you wanna hear me call it mine. Blowing on my phone, but I'm switching numbers all the time. With you, I go on and there's a lot of money on the line. Big old rings, big old chains, thick little frame and that big old range. Then I met you, shit ain't been the same. Like this pretty little thing got a hold on me. Big old rings, big old chains, thick little frame and that big old range. Then I met you, shit ain't been the same. Like this pretty little thing got a hold on me.
Run that shit back. Hey, yo, hit no, that shit fire, bro.
Yeah. Hey, can you do this for me? Cause girl, I need you by my side. Hey, can you do this for me? Cause lately I've been asking why. How could she do this to me? I'm in my bag and I can't lie. Really fucking with me, and I can't get you out my mind. Hey, can you do this for me? Cause girl, I need you by my side. Hey, can you do this for me? Cause lately I've been asking why. How could she do this to me? I'm in my bag and I can't lie. Really fucking with me, and I can't get you out my mind. Shawty, I don't think it's cool the way you playing with the boy. Switching up, changing up, I swear you play me like a toy. I did you right, I always try. I should've listened to my boys. Cause they was right, I didn't listen. Now you flaking on the boy. I can't do this anymore. I be going back and forth. These girls, they all the fucking same. They playing games and I ain't for it. I put you in that new Dior. Now she acting like a whore. Girl, I was holding on to you, but I can't hold on anymore.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. We're about to commence with the lower bracket final for Clash Royale, the Masters in action. And of course, right now, coming up on stage, for the first time this season, he has been beaten, our reigning champion, BlackPearl. Here we go again. He's been on this stage before, just as his opponent, Rift Slots player, Royal Family Esports player, Thaddeus. Yeah, it's gonna be an epic rematch of the lower bracket, winner bracket semi-final. Let's see the players get ready. Go ahead, guys. And of course, let's throw it over to our caster desk with Luca Trents and Karascast.
Woohoo, we're back again. Finally, the next game is ready. Every break, I'm waiting until the next game is about to start. So, Thaddeus is back on the stage. Oh, he nearly fell down. Yeah. Thaddeus is back on stage, and it does mean he won against Xene, but I heard it was pretty close.
Super close. Nearly the same situation we just had right now with BlackPearl and Pitou. It was a 2-0, like he was 2-0 in front, had the match crowned. Xene was able to come back 2-2, but he finally pulled through and is now back on stage and is able to get the revenge on BlackPearl, who lost a super close game just before against Pitou, who is now waiting against these winners in the grand final.
Yeah, it was nearly as intense as our reverse sweep was. Pitou 2-0 behind and then came back with a smashing amount of damage he dealt. And not only towards the tower, but maybe towards the mindset of BlackPearl. I don't know, because BlackPearl now has to win against Thaddeus again to be able to play in the grand finale. So this is now the losers finals. The winner of these finals will go to the grand finale. This is the last best of 5 set we will see today. And after in the grand finale, we have a best of 7 set. But in the best of 7 sets, Pitou already starts with a single win because he won the winner's bracket. That's all.
But it's also really interesting to see a complete change of the behavior of BlackPearl. He is now really sitting down. He seems way more focused, not as relaxed as before. So really in the zone, hopefully, for him. Because beforehand, he was maybe like sitting down a little bit or just like turning around in his chair. And now he's really in front, looking on his phone and really being focused, like hyper-focused about this game.
It's good for the people out there that while the game, they don't see us because we are running around at our places and standing up, sitting down, checking around because the game is so intense and I need to make me physically prepared for the games. And yeah, now it's just a matter of time, some more seconds until we know which one of them is going to win the first game. But for now, I think
maybe the bands are out.
Check the bands. So I will start the game real quick up down here, then we know what the bands are.
But guys, I think I can be pretty sure to assume that the players will take a lot of time to actually pick the decks because also Lava Hound is banned by BlackPearl because we all know Thaddeus is one of the best Lava Hound players around. And Thaddeus banned the Graveyard, a deck type that was often used and really well used by BlackPearl.
And I think the Graveyard ban is quite smart because last series the Skeleton King got banned, but BlackPearl showed us that he's able to play different decks with the Graveyard as well. So maybe better ban the Graveyard because the Skeleton King isn't that strong without the Graveyard.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a good part. We will see soon. And for sure, against Thaddeus, the Lava Hound is a must ban, I think, because Thaddeus is one of the most famous Lava Hound players out there because he perfected this card till the end.
For sure, like he just knows every single interaction because when you're a player that uses one single deck type over a span of years, you learn every single interaction by heart, you know every placement by heart, and you know how to win even against really bad counter matchups. You just learn it by heart, and this is why it's always good to ban away a strong suit of a player like this.
Yeah. For now, it's just a matter of seconds until the first game in this losers final is about to start. Best of 5. And Thaddeus and BlackPearl are both fighting towards the grand finale. And there it is, guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first game of this set. And oh my gosh, it is starting off with little skeletons. Little cheeky skeletons. Drillers there as well. And the Golden Knight for Thaddeus.
Golden Knight cleaning up everything nicely, but getting a lot of damage. But still, Golden Knight against Golden Knight.
Mirror champion matchup, whatever. Mirror champions, that's nice. And you can see the very high attack speed, I think. That's very high attack speed this card has. And Elite Barbarians for Thaddeus now. This time, he is the one, maybe, with the Barbarians in charge. Because last game against Pitou, we saw BlackPearl going for them.
Mirrored Elite Barbarians! These can be super, super dangerous. I think they make around 600 damage a hit, a single hit.
Because the point of the mirror is the card you mirror gets 2 levels higher. So with every level of the card has more health, can do more damage. And it does mean, okay, level 11 Elite Barbarians are much less strong compared to the level 13, obviously.
Oh, but a very nice Pitou activation.
Jinx. Nice one. And now, you are allowed to talk to Gavin.
And there's a pump. So probably 3 Musketeers right here. I think for BlackPearl the last card was actually the Cannon card. A card that will be super helpful against these nasty Elite Barbarians.
But what I think it's interesting that Thaddeus is going for the Elixir Pump because I have only seen the Elixir Pump in the 3 Musketeer decks or in Golem decks. And I don't think that he's either of those cards.
But the thing that he's probably playing the 3 Muskies. The only problem there is that he has no big spell. BlackPearl has no big spell, so Thaddeus will be able to stack these pumps in dimensions that are unpredictable. And I don't know how.
Look at the Elixir!
Yeah, exactly. And
oh my god!
Pump. We have a 3rd pump on the field, and look at the Elixir advantage. 3 pumps on the field, and there's 8. This will be so hard for BlackPearl. What a bad matchup for him. What a bad matchup for him.
I can just see what you're talking about. And there the Three Musketeers. So, wow, finally something I predicted a little bit as well. And now this is the way Thaddeus is going to play because he has all the elixir he needs.
We have 6.
Oh my god, 6-5 on one place.
Look at the left-hand side. How did that happen?
I don't care because now look, the defense is insane as well. He's brilliant.
Left, right,
not a connection. There's connection. This could be the tower. This could be the game. Left hand side as well. The Golden Knight is pushing in.
This
Elite
is game.
Barbarians right hand side. The Skeletons can't do anything. That's the tower, and that's the first win for Thaddeus, ladies and gentlemen, in his losers final against BlackPearl.
Oh, but what a close game. The thing is, BlackPearl played it so well, but he was just overwhelmed. This is the fact about Elixir. You can play, maybe you can even play better, but if you mess up your Elixir, or in that case, you have just no chance with 4 Elixir pumps on the field producing Elixir for you for free. So, wow. Just wow.
What a game. What an amazing game. I'm a little bit shocked right now because I think in gamer slang there is the word cheesy. So if you play a cheesy tactic, that's something like you normally don't see, something that can happen if the opponent doesn't count with it. For example, in a strategic game like, I don't know, Age of Empires.
True.
You maybe build a town center next to your opponent's town center. That's something cheesy. And this type, going for the pumps with the mirror combination, that's a quite cheesy, quite tricky thing. And I think that's the only time we will see him do it today because something like that normally doesn't work twice.
The thing is, if BlackPearl would have played his Mortar Skeleton King, a minor deck, he would have easily won that matchup. Because this deck is really off-meta. Like, I would have never guessed to see a Pump, Mirror, Three Musketeers deck. Like,
yeah, that's it. So, it's just next level, very good tactics. And I mean, in the end, the win is the thing that matters. And the win is now on Thaddeus' side. 5 games in total could be in the series. 1-0 already for Thaddeus. So the pressure is on BlackPearl now.
And I'm thinking who's taking, like, both of them players really taking a long time to decide what decks. Talking to their coaches, maybe just being for themselves, listen to music. But, like, both players take this so serious right now.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting as well. I mean, we can see Thaddeus has a coach by his side, but BlackPearl is sitting there alone all day long. So, different type of players, different strategics.
Oh!
That's definitely it. Game number 2.
And I think we have a mirror matchup there. They picked the same decks. They picked the same decks for the second time.
Really think this, I mean, right now we can see the Elixir pump for Thaddeus. No pump yet for BlackPearl, but the problem could be that this time BlackPearl maybe has a spell.
Maybe. This would definitely help a lot.
But again, the mirror, he's going for the same deck again? Really?
Both of them are, I think, going for the same deck again.
But if it's really the same deck, then this should be another easy win for Thaddeus.
But I don't know how he got that much damage on the right-hand side. You see these, it's already said, we didn't see that, 1,300 damage happening there.
But again, I don't care because I can see 3 pumps on the battlefield. And 3 pumps are like...
Lord, this will be so difficult to watch. Will BlackPearl be able to this time maybe outplay this Elixir advantage? Or will Thaddeus just stomp once again his opponent BlackPearl? Oh, but the Magic Archer's on the tower. You don't want this street, and you really don't.
That's very important, but in the end, this is still a very great matchup for Thaddeus because I can still... There's no spell for BlackPearl, and that's a big problem. Now we can see left-hand side, there's a big push coming in. Elite Barbarians with 3 Musketeers, and that should be the game again. The tower.
No, this is tower. But is this
the bomb?
No!
No connection.
Oh my god, this is so close. My heart, please.
I mean, we talked about cheese and stuff, and he just... it's working again! 2 times in a row! Wow! I mean, he can now again stack up the pumps, then make another push and win the game. Or he just keeps on attacking. 40 seconds left.
Why would BlackPearl once again use this deck? Like, there's so many other variations that he could try to play. Like, what was he trying to smart? And how did this how does this Golden Knight not jump to the tower?
Great NATO in this situation. The Magic Archer could maybe now deal damage, but as he goes. But the bomb is distracting with him.
And the Magic Archer tower
is there.
So this could be this is tower.
No, not yet.
It is.
In the second, there's tower. BlackPearl's back in game, but you take a look at BlackPearl's King Tower.
Yeah.
It's not looking that great.
This game is going to the wire. But huge respect to BlackPearl actually holding up this time. He's playing it a bit differently, but you can see him struggle there on the camera. He is a bit nervous because he knows this matchup just sucks. It's straight up booty. So
we are now in the sudden death. Next tower will decide. There are the 3 musketeers.
Tornado.
Tornado for the defense. Very important.
But there's nothing.
Fine. Musketeers connections there. That's the tower. And that's the game again. What a thing. What a thing. Thaddeus is now 2-0 ahead against BlackPearl. And again, guys, BlackPearl, undefeated in this season, is now with the back against the wall.
How does this happen? How could he go from a 2-0 against Pitou in the winner finals to a now 2-0 against him in the loser bracket?
I don't know, but
after being 15-0 in this season.
That's
this is
esports.
This is esports for you guys.
That's esports. And that's exactly why we are here today, to have such games, to have such pressure, to have so many wins that nobody saw coming. Because we talked about it yesterday, today. Yeah, BlackPearl, easy.
Yeah.
He will win this thing.
Not gonna lie there.
Now,
what is happening right now?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, again, the G strategy did work, but now
will it work again?
Will it do it 3 times in a row?
No, I don't.
I mean, come on.
I will
now,
walk
please.
out. If this happens, I will just walk out.
Okay. But a single big spell would have decided the whole game. A single big spell, like a fireball, a rocket, and BlackPearl would have been eased out.
Because the thing is, he has some cards to respond. The only reason why he loses these games is because of the huge elixir advantage. If BlackPearl would have had like a big spell, like a fireball, maybe rocket, or best for him, an earthquake, he could at least destroy 1 pump, and then the advantage wouldn't be that big. But this way, he just gets overrun.
Elixir pump is 5 elixir cost?
6, and the mirror is 7.
Okay, so pretty high cost. So if there would be an earthquake, easy game. Because
exactly, yeah. 3 elixir and destroys buildings super quickly. Best answers also against like Expos and that stuff.
That's nice. So, yeah, match crown game for Thaddeus against BlackPearl. I didn't see that coming. I really did not see that coming, guys. But we will see how this next game will end now. Will it be Thaddeus or will it be BlackPearl now coming back? For sure, Thaddeus is so close on achieving the way into the grand finale.
But the thing is, he was already this close. He was just 1 win away to win against his nemesis, BlackPearl. But he lost 2-0 in the first game we saw today. So is he able to finally get a grip of this match crown and win now against BlackPearl and advance into the grand finale?
We will see right now. This game is now starting, as we can see. The first amount of damage on Thaddeus' left side tower has been done, as we can see. This is finally not the same tag with those elixir pumps. This is something different. We see the electric tracker, we see the bowler, and now we can see the skeleton king again for BlackPearl.
But the thing is, we saw that matchup already. We saw that matchup from both of these players. Thaddeus is playing his Lumberjack Loon free stack, and BlackPearl is actually playing the Mortar deck. There you go. And this is again such a bad matchup, in my opinion at least, for BlackPearl. Because look at this. Look at all these troops. There will be a good fireball. But is it enough? At least the... Oh, okay.
Weird movement of the balloon, by the way, over there. Nice skeleton army to get a distraction on the Infernal Dragon. That's very important because the Infernal Dragon does deal a lot of damage towards towers. And as you can see, the right side tower of Thaddeus is quite low. 1.8k HP left. That's nearly the half.
Okay, but now both players playing it slowly, not trying to get in a bad advance or anything. Oh, what a minor catch there with the tombstone. Well predicted from Thaddeus.
And very important because every single chip damage right now is very important for BlackPearl. As we talked about the matchup, this is a hard game for him. And Thaddeus hasn't shown his freeze yet. But Lumberjack Loon, my favorite specialty, is already there. As we can see, there's the next Loon John on the battlefield, the next Mortar for the defense, and the bats are there as well. This should be easily defended, except the E-Dragon is faster, not faster.
No. But the E-Dragon will get some top, but maybe... yeah, then... oh, he misplayed! He mistimed the cultivation there. So for you guys on stream, actually what he tried to do was to, with the chain link, get the King Tower activation. So the electricity would jump from the tower to the Skeleton King and then again to the King Tower. But sadly mistimed there. But a lot of skeletons there.
The defense is different to Bowler. The Infernal Dragon is still on the battlefield. The next Mortar, so he is going to counter the maybe incoming balloon. But for now, I think that Thaddeus will delay the play a little bit. Indeed, for now, we can see the next bats coming in, and the towers of Thaddeus are getting lower and lower. So this is not looking bad for BlackPearl. Yes, he did a little mistake with the guitar activation, but right now he is doing great on chipping down both towers at the same time.
Oh, and this... look, the two skeletons! These two skeletons are enough!
Oh my god!
Oh!
The towers getting
but there's
lower and lower.
There's a loon, and we know his last card is freeze. Okay, no. I think BlackPearl, even with his little mistake, will win this.
Okay, there's the catch. Nicely done. The miner is this time connected on the tower. 500 HP left. That could be one single push and the game's over.
Yeah. One good Skeleton King activation, or 2 more fireballs.
Now Lumberjack and the balloon. The E-Dragon is there. The freeze spell is still available. Maybe. Nice
but
tornado.
the fireball though. What? But the freeze! Hold on. That's only one hit. It should only be one hit.
That's two.
Only hits. Only one. Only
really
one.
Close. 400 HP, by the way. Nicely done. The bowler is there for the defense. 1 hit.
2 hits.
And that's it. 297. BlackPearl is trying to come back.
But he still needs 2 logs. 1 log and 1 fireball will kill that tower down. So who is faster now?
Oh, that did miner. 1 hit. Second one. Third one. The fourth one. And oh, 7 HP. This is the game. BlackPearl came back.
2-1. 2-1. And we know BlackPearl was already once in that situation and he can't come back from there.
He can come back if you start to rap. Yeah, 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. The game is still going on, and I have to admit, I think this is the craziest and the most intense finale we had in C3 of the Clash Royale season here at Post Esports Masters. Insane what those players are performing today live on stage. It's truly insane.
But I also would say that this year is actually skill-wise, the highest skill cap we had yet. The league is growing year to year, and it's just beautiful to watch. Not just prize pools are getting bigger, but more people are joining this community, and we're building esports here up. It's amazing.
It's a very great performance. It's a very great experience as well, and I hope that you guys at home are enjoying it as well as our visitors and viewers here live in the... what is it called? The Lux Expo, the box.
Exactly.
The box is it called? What a great name for a building. I mean, the box. But this is indeed a great big box. Yeah, coming back to the game, 2-1. It doesn't mean the next game is still a match count game for Thaddeus, but BlackPearl now maybe gain a little bit more confidence back after this important win for him.
You could see him in the camera. He was happy at the end. He was sure about his win, and he played so dominant that game. Like crazy. Besides the one missed timing there for the King Tower activation, no mistakes and always perfect offenses. Like crazy, like nice performance. Yeah.
It's just nicely done. I mean, it was quite hard for Thaddeus to come close with the balloon because the miner you had the bats and the combination together with I think a fire. No.
Yeah, fireball.
Fire as well. Was quite hard for balloon play. I mean, I'm a balloon player. I know what I'm talking about. So it was a very hard thing for Thaddeus to come in, but maybe he switched up his deck a little bit because we are already in the 4th game of this series, Match Crown for Thaddeus.
Thaddeus also playing it really slowly. Both players actually not trying to do the first step because sometimes, especially playing beatdown decks, playing the first card in the bag or just a cycle card you then need later on can be the the city mistake can be the only reason why you lose the game.
And
we have Sparky. We have a Sparky first Sparky of the day.
Sparky is like a big cannon
It's like a bazooka.
that is charging up
Yeah.
and then is dealing one great hit that deals, I think, the highest amount of damage in the game.
Yeah.
But as you can see, a very low attack speed, but those hits, they really hit like a truck.
Hit like a boss.
Oh, sorry.
You
have to admit to Crypto, huh?
Yeah.
If anybody knows him.
Oh, but look already at this push. And the Spark is on tower. The Spark is on the tower. The Spark is on the tower. One big hit there. But the King Tower is activated with the mini packer.
I think that the Sparky will get another one.
Another hit.
Thaddeus is striking in like he struck in the first two games. 140 HP. That's nothing. That's not even a fingernail. That's nothing.
And the thing is, look at all these high DPS cards. BlackPearl is playing Royal Giant. How will he get through this defense? I really cannot imagine. This is not possible.
I
think we will see Thaddeus in the grand finale.
This is insane. Now the Mother Witch on the right hand side. Now the Sparky is this time placed on the other side because he does know, okay, 140 HP, I can strike it down with everything we got. The Mother Witch there is getting distracted and the Sparky on the right hand side will kill this Mother Witch indeed.
Okay, a lot going on now on the left-hand side.
Double Elixir,
But
nice
look,
charge.
Mini Packer.
Oh, the Skeleton King is activated with the army. The Scum is there, but we can see they're quite tanky. The Royal Giant is connected,
and
not enough
another
damage. The bats are going through the one hit. Oh, nearly a second hit. And
This is power! What a charge by the Golden Knight! And there you guys can see, champions are crazy. I cannot imagine.
Thaddeus is in charge of the game and he's in charge of the series as well. He just needs to defend this push and he could be in the grand finale. This is so intense, ladies and gentlemen, and it seems like he's doing great. There's the defense and he's trying the best he can.
This is game. 10 seconds. This is game. And BlackPearl knows this. He's texting good game. And wow!
What
Thaddeus
a great
came back.
performance.
He got the chance. He got the chance for the rematch and won it 3-1. What a performance.
Thaddeus is back in the grand finale and this time he's here and he has the chance of becoming the champion of the first Esports Masters season 3. Ladies and gentlemen, there you can see him, Thaddeus with his coach, and what a great performance, Luca. I am speechless.
It's just crazy, like the way he pulled back, and Thaddeus had every single game besides one, the right deck pick. He won that game because of his preparation beforehand. It was not the game itself, but the deck picks. But back to you, Rene. After this crazy set, you got it now.
Yes, thank you so much, Luca. Obviously, a big match right now. Thaddeus already off the stage. Come join me, Thaddeus. Of course, our reigning champion has been dethroned. BlackPearl will not be lifting the gold cup. He is right here. You fought hard, but in the end, it wasn't enough against Thaddeus this time.
Yeah, I guess I gave everything and Thaddeus picked better decks and at all GG's.
Yeah, 21 games unbeaten last season and this season combined. In the end today, finally someone managed to do it. How?
Yeah, I think it was pretty unlucky because like most of the matchups were against me, but they also played really well and hope to see a good final.
Nice. All right, well, hope to see you at least next year and of course later for the prize ceremony. Thaddeus, congratulations, my man. How do you feel?
I feel very great. Thank you first. Matchups were good for me because shout out to Magic. He helped me a lot. And yes, I think we both played well and this was a deserved win.
Yeah, definitely. Last year I felt very bad for you because you were so close to winning, but in the end lost it before reaching the final. Then this year in the winner bracket semi-finals, it was again close, but again went the wrong way. What made it change for you today?
Probably Magic, I don't know. He was a big help. He helped me with the Mother Witch and with other matchups. He was a very good carrier.
Yeah, so good coach, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, once more give it up for Royal Family Esports, Thaddeus. And of course, we have our experts at the analyst desk. They're ready to break the game apart. So let's hear what they have to say.
So wow, after this crazy rematch there we saw, we have definitely a lot to talk about. So why don't you just take over for me now?
What did we just witness? I think in the head of Thaddeus, he said, okay, we are playing against BlackPearl, this is gonna be hard. I'm not going to play Clash Royale, I'm going to play Clash of Clans. He went with the mirror pump twice, and that was a tremendously incredible choice, because BlackPearl had nothing to deal with the pump. And he went 2-0, and last game, honestly...
It was just a bad start. But it's actually, he could win this. You saw at the end it got a bit close. But the Sparky at the end, like the first 2 hits, so unnecessary, especially the last one. And then just Thaddeus playing it down safely and just winging it at the end was pretty obvious, especially after first snipes.
The thing is with Sparky, if you don't have the perfect answer on the side of BlackPearl, even with the best matchup, it's going to be hard in single elixir, because Thaddeus can just build his Sparky to answer the Skeleton King, that's +4 elixir, and then he can just go mini PK and Goblin Giant at the bridge, and that's it, that's already it actually.
Yeah. But also for you guys, this is how crazy detailed Clash Royale actually is. It's not just the gameplay and how good you are at the game, it's deck picks, it's the way cards work, it's also just your starting hand can be the reason why you lose. So this is why it's, in the end, also a bit of luck, we have to admit that.
Yeah, but that's part of the game.
Definitely.
You know? And honestly, the deck picks here was just brilliant from Thaddeus.
Yeah, so we saw a small coach switch. Yeah. This time, actually Magic was in Thaddeus' corner, and I think he played a big role in his deck choices. Don't you think as well?
Yeah, I think that was really smart from Magic and Thaddeus to go twice with 3 Musketeers, because the game after, BlackPearl was like, I am forced to use a deck that counters 3 Musketeers, and of course they didn't take this one again, and that was just too much pressure, I think, for BlackPearl.
Same, like I definitely agree with you there. So all in all, maybe we see him then again on top next season, but this season he has to settle down for the 3rd place.
Yeah, I think BlackPearl has a revenge to take now.
But now we will see soon Pitou against Thaddeus. So what do you think? Like, what decks could we maybe see? Any analytics there for us?
Honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen. I expect them to go outside of the box and to play some unusual decks to surprise the opponent.
Definitely. But Pitou and also Thaddeus, crazy performances, and I can't wait when we'll actually start to see them after the short break that we will witness now. So, Renee, why don't you take over now for me?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the breakdown. Of course, right now, small break coming up, but right after that, we don't only have the grand final, but also something else coming up. Of course, I've been talking about giving away that Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. One more going out today, and I feel like it's coming closer and closer. So keep an eye on the stream. We'll be right out with a short break, and then we'll be back with you.
ここ見とにしとください。ああ、私は日本語を話します。みや？Hey, baby. Mama.
Good game.
Good game.
Well played.
We are multiplayers just like you. Ready up for the next game deal. Sign your first student loan with us and enjoy our green code study advantages. Get more information on our website.
With me, and I can't get you out my mind. Can you do this for me? Cause girl, I need you by my side. Can you do this for me? Cause lately I've been asking why. Could she do this to me? I'm in my bag and I can't lie. Really fucking with me, and I can't get you out my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we're about to see the grand final of Clash Royale. But first, I've got a little bit of a gift for one of you. There it is. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's going out to someone either here in the crowd or at home watching. And in order to determine who gets to win it, we are going to play the marble game again. And it's easy to compete. Just whip out your phone or your tablet, go on Twitch TV /Post Esports Masters, and then in the chat type !play. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then maybe this one's coming to you. So there on the big screen as well for all of you to see. the instructions. We'll take a bit of time to collect all the names of people that want to play. And then we're going to launch the game. Exciting. Ooh, there we go. Got a lot of names coming in. Some familiar ones as well. GX Rem. There he is. Let's see, you got a lot of players already. And here we go, marbles coming down. Let's see who gets that brand new Samsung phone. Swimming pool in the lead. Will he or she stay there? This is, of course, a completely randomized digital game. We have no influence on the outcome. Karascast competing as well. Look at the frown on his face, so focused. There we go. I think we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, hang on. Oh, still some changes. It's Nafu was in there. CLC Braindead now in the lead. Oh, it's gonna have to be the one that comes closest to the middle. There we go! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for CLC Braindead. Do you happen to be here at the Lux Expo, the box? I don't think he's here right now, but that doesn't matter because people at home could compete as well. So we'll be sure to send you this Galaxy S22 Ultra. Our people will contact you through Twitch. And be sure to send them a message if you don't get one anyway. So right now I think it's time to head over to the grand finals of our Clash Royale competition. It's going to be a best of 7, but let's remember, the person coming from the winner bracket has 1 map advantage. So let's get him up on stage first. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rift Sloth, it's Pitou. And this might very well be the ultimate underdog story because both these players weren't favorites to take the title, but one of them will. Now we've got coming in from Royal Family Esports, Thaddeus. So I've been talking about Thaddeus making top 4 last year, in fact top 3 I think, and you might not remember his nickname because obviously last year he was nicknamed Shy Guy. Did the change of nickname help you reach greater heights this year?
I think it didn't make a big difference, but I just wanted to change it, feel more confident with it.
Right, so it did help. Obviously you say your coach had a lot of help as well, Magic.
What did you, can you repeat? I didn't.
You say that obviously Magic sitting behind you, helping you, he was a big help as well?
Yeah, of course, he was a big help and hopefully he's gonna help me to win this finals.
Alright, so both these guys have already beaten the champion of last year, BlackPearl. So Pitou, in fact, managed to do it, I think, in a 3-game-in-a-row sweep after being down 2-0, right?
Yes, it's my specialty.
Very well done. Are you going to be able to do the same to Thaddeus?
Can you repeat, please?
Are you going to be able to do the same versus Thaddeus?
Yes, we will try to win.
All right, both players are confident. One more game to go. Best of 7, 1 map advantage for Pitou. Let's get ready, guys. And I'll throw it over to our lovely casters, Karos Cast and Luca Trends.
Thanks again. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand final. Finally. And it is 8:15. So it is the perfect prime time for a threatening match like the upcoming event. Best of 7. Wow.
But Pitou has already 1 win since he didn't lose a single set this day. So maybe a huge game, point-changing advantage there.
It's so interesting because today is so an intense day. This is indeed the most amazing finals we had in the Clash Royale seasons here on the post Esports Masters. And there are 2 players in the grand finals, and there's 1 player missing we both thought would be easily in the grand final.
Definitely. How BlackPearl came into these finals today. Again, I repeat myself so often, but 15-0, you have to imagine being so consistent over a span of 5 weeks, being
he beat them all.
He beat them all, and that easily with the highest game win average as well. Not just set win average, but also game win average.
Yeah, and so it's more amazing that he not even lost against Pitou, but then lost against Thaddeus as well. It's just amazing. I mean, okay, he's 3rd place now. 3rd place is definitely a great place as well. But
he's used to the 1 spot though.
Going into this tournament with 15-1 sets after the season, and then only becoming the 3rd place. I don't know, I think he's a little bit disappointed.
I think so too.
In the end, he showed us some amazing skills. He showed us amazing games. But from now on, we have to focus back on Pitou and Thaddeus, because now is their time to shine. And now it's the question whether or not Thaddeus or Pitou will win this grand final.
And the thing is, Thaddeus won the first 2 matches against BlackPearl definitely because of that amazing strategic deck pick he had. Playing the pumps twice, the mirror pump 3 musketeer deck, was a 90-10 matchup for him. So 90% in favor of Thaddeus and 10% in favor of BlackPearl. And he played it down perfectly and just overran him. So is he able to, with his coach, pick once again strategically so well that Pitou has no chance at all? Or will Pitou outsmart both of them? I think this will be the story of the night, like at the end of the night.
The story of my life, yes. The story of the night. And I see Pitou is already ready. And
he's waiting.
Thaddeus is picking, he's thinking about what's going on. But I can tell you, at least the bans for now.
Do we have them?
Yeah, we have the bans. Thaddeus decided no graveyard in this matchup, and the drill is the ban being provided by Pitou.
Actually, pretty interesting that the drill was banned so often today.
I didn't even notice that the drill is in such a good state right now.
Yeah, because the drill actually got a huge nerf by moving speed reduction of 25%. So it's way, way, way easier. It was already pretty easy to interact with him, but now it's even easier to get enough elixir to actually play the proper cards you need against it.
Maybe because of the minor nerfs that the drill is now the better minor for some players. I don't know yet, but the drill is definitely out. But it does mean we have all champions being ready, so we could definitely see some Skeleton King decks.
Definitely.
I mean, no graveyard, okay, but we've seen some different types as well. We can see Tilava, we could see some balloon decks as well. So everything we've seen today. What's quite funny, we haven't seen a single Hawk Rider.
True.
We haven't
In the season we did see Hawk Rider multiple times, but this time no Hawk Rider. But there's a reason for it, maybe, because most of the people that use it did lose, though, because there's just so many more viable options to it. But now, game 1, or indirectly game 2, of the grand finale, Thaddeus against Pitou, both players not letting it burn on, letting it sit, and not doing anything. What do you think would they play?
I don't know, because it's always funny when I see them like doing nothing and they say, oh, the first bomber today as well.
I think,
yeah. I don't know what they are playing because I'm not as good as you in predicting blindfolded in the decks.
So I think that Pitou is actually going to play Electro Giant because it's the only real combination I can see the Bomber with. There is maybe some idea with the Golem, but I really don't think so. And Thaddeus is playing once again the Sparky. The Sparky was amazing for him the game before, but does Pitou have proper... Oh, the lightning! And this
Very
is so much damage! This is so much damage! The tower is nearly gone already!
That was very important and very nicely done. I mean, I wanted to say the Sparky is great against all those Huggies, but in the end, this lightning, I mean, the point of the Sparky is he has to charge up the attack, and the lightning can interrupt the charge. So, last second cage over there for Thaddeus, and Thaddeus made it somehow kind of even. I mean, look at the towers. They are kind of even. Now the Tornado to get rid of the bats. And there's the Goblin, and the Goblin has a high attack damage.
This is the first tower for Pitou. He's looking up, he's staring into the crowd, and he knows, okay, one tower down. My tower is still over 1000 HP left. It looks good for me.
Or I can just 3-crown my opponent.
True.
I mean, that's always my point. But now we will see the next Sparky. Very terrifying machine, if you ask me. If this machine is slowly rolling towards you. And there's the front line. Now next lightning spell, the Rage is on the battlefield as well.
Ooh, but this, not even a single hit, perfect defense there. And the Sparky is just gone. The Sparky will be gone now.
Nice. But nice that the Golden Knight is dealt with as well. But from now on, this game is looking quite good for Pitou. 30 seconds left, and then he would already won this first game, or second if you want to count the free win as well. And now we can see Thaddeus is trying his best. He's going in again with the mini packer, but the lightning spell again for the defense. Bats are there on the battlefield, but I think here's the Tornado I'm thinking about. That's the
perfect defense second time in a row, and Pitou's looking up again
smiling.
and he smiles. He knows, hey, I got this game down to
That's
the end.
my game. 2-0 for Pitou, ladies and gentlemen. Might Pitou be our champion of the seasons? We don't know it yet.
We don't know it yet. You're right there.
Pitou started off this series with an amazing performance, with a great push, with a very simple tower, I have to say. And just with great performance, took the wins, now 2-0.
Thing is, Lightning is not even used that often right now in the meta. And I think Thaddeus there pokered a little bit when he stayed, like, just put the Sparky in the back. That, okay, my Sparky can, maybe I can let them connect, my Sparky will kill them off, but then the Lightning came, and there was so much damage immediately after like the first 40 seconds of the game, and Thaddeus could not come back.
Yeah, and I thought, as I saw the Sparky, Sparky again, could this again be one of those tricky games here Magic and Thaddeus have done? But in the end, this Sparky didn't work out this time, especially because of the single Mother Witch with all the Huggies pushing in. It was a very great choice over there. So I think Pitou just made a pretty good deck decision.
Definitely.
Now it's the question. We've seen this Elixir Pumped Mirror deck earlier. Do you think that they will use it against Pitou as well?
I don't think so, because the thing is, Pitou seems to have more decks in his repertoire that are actually really well against it. Magic was actually, like, both of them, Magic and Thaddeus, were able to predict BlackPearl down to his deck types and deck picks twice. But Pitou has never used that type of deck. He always has at least a spell in his deck. So I don't think that they will go for the 3M. But now, game 3.
Game number 3, if you want to count it like that. And Pitou is already in a very good position. 2-0 for him against Thaddeus. And it is again starting off with both players waiting.
Oh, there's a pump. Were you right, though?
Maybe, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen the Mirror, we haven't seen the 3 Musketeers, we haven't seen anything special except the Elixir Pump. Maybe it's a Golem as well. We will see pretty soon. There is the
It looks... I think you're right. I think you're actually right. I think you're really right. He's once again...
but there, he got a Miner.
But the Miner still got 2 hits down.
That's important.
Okay, Pitou playing Lava Hound here, and Thaddeus once again playing this great... Oh my god, Lava Hound against 3 Musketeers. Lava Hound against 3 Musketeers. For the people who don't know, 3 Musketeers are an amazing deck choice against Lava Hound.
The question is this Three Musketeer deck the perfect deck choice? We don't know yet, but for sure, this time it isn't that easy for Thaddeus to stack up those pumps, because there's a miner, there are the arrows, and Pitou is doing quite okay. Not only chipping down the tower, but already chipping down those pumps. But for now, there's the second pump on the battlefield. Level 13, that's very important, so higher health. And now it's the question, how will Pitou get rid of them, because he does know, okay, there are the first 3 Musketeers on the battlefield against Flying Machine and Minion.
All 3 Musketeers on the same side. He does not have a fireball. I was praying for Pitou for a second there, because you can see in his face, he's worried. He is worried.
Look at the stack. I mean, the Mighty Miner
there's
is
so much on the field again.
tanky, but for now, the deck is really through. The connection is there. The arrows won't do anything much. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be not only the first tower, but it will be a huge amount of damage towards the King Tower as well. I think Pitou may have lost this game.
Yeah, this is the 3 crown after maybe like 2 minutes of gameplay.
And you saw it in his face. He admitted, wow, that was a great deck choice.
Yeah, and once again,
3 times in one tournament, Thaddeus is able to win with a cheese deck like this. It's amazing. It's awesome.
I really don't know what to say. I'm not gonna lie. This deck pick just confuses me, because in every other situation, the only way you can win with this deck pick is if you actually predict your opponent perfectly, like 100%. Every other scenario, if he would have had a fireball instead of the Mighty Miner, easy win there for Pitou, easy win. But no, he predicted it and to the last card, and this is why I'm like, wow.
And that's the point. Earlier, he did it twice in a row. Will he do it again? Will he do it again? I don't know yet. I mean, I can see the players. I can nearly feel them thinking, but I don't know what they are going now. I mean, all the decks of Thaddeus we've seen today are kind of cheesy. I mean, we've seen
Sparky Rage,
we've seen
Three
Musketeer pump. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I think Thaddeus was about, okay, you're about to ban my Lava Hound. No problem.
Okay, you can do that. I don't mind that.
Lava Hound is open.
True, Lava Hound is open.
And we haven't seen Lava Hound yet by Thaddeus, so maybe we will see some Lava Hound decks as well.
But there's still multiple games off, and now going for game 4. Will Thaddeus be able to break the score even, or is Pitou after this game only one final win away to win the grand prize of 1,900 euros, guys?
Elixir leaked already, so all the games are starting exactly the same. This time we've seen some changes. Thaddeus is going for the Royal Ghost, and there is again the Golden Knight, the Mighty Knight against Fisherman, and the Giant Skeleton for Pitou.
But I think there's a pump going. There's the pump. He did it again.
Oh no.
He did it again. But this time
there
Pitou reacted
properly.
Boom. And Pitou is not going to sit down and let Thaddeus play his cheese decks anymore. Pitou is now on countering and having the perfect spell against these pumps.
It's so funny that he does the same thing twice in 2 sets.
Yeah.
I think it's quite fun, but I hope, I think that Pitou is now prepared, that he is now ready. There you can see the mirror being played. I don't know why you mirrored the e-bombs there, and you did prepare it there.
I also don't really understand that. But the thing is...
Oh, the connection.
Oh, and 2 hits.
Oh, now there's the Royal Giant on the battlefield together with the Hunter and the Fisherman.
And no elixir for the 3 Musketeers. No elixir for the 3 Musketeers.
Great push. There are the 3 Musketeers now. There's one getting thrown in, and I think that's a huge amount of damage. But somehow Thaddeus is able to defend quite okay. But half tower gone. Oh, nice. There's the tank, the Golden Knight in the front line, but now the Giant Skeleton.
Oh, but look at where it goes. So much chip damage there.
Not good. But the Giant Skeleton, I don't think that Giant Skeleton will connect towards the tower. Nice, dumps the Heal Spirit. Good distraction.
Good. Oh, he had to zap, otherwise he would have made that last step.
And I think the bomb does about 800, 900 damage towards the tower. That's insane.
But the thing is, just because he does have finally an answer to 2 pumps doesn't mean that he can underestimate these 3 Musketeers. So it's still open for both these players now. But at least Pitou now has a chance.
The next three Musketeers are on the battlefield, and now they are here for the defense against the next push. We can see the Giants get a top right together with the Hunter on the front line. There you can see the Golden Knight has got distracted. Their HP pool is pretty low. The next three Musketeers this time, they are level 13 Earthquake on the battlefield as well. Strike down the tower and strike down those Musketeers. But as we can see, the Musketeers are stronger.
And now there could be, now the Royal Giant, now the offensive Royal Giant, and this could be a huge push for him.
The E-Barbs as well. Is there an opportunity for him to get through? But the Hunter in the back line, nicely done. It seems like Thaddeus is a little bit in charge of the game.
He definitely is, because look at the left-hand tower, and Thaddeus is just pressuring and spamming and pressuring and spamming and pressuring and spamming.
The next E-Barbs on the battlefield again. Seppi is trying to do something against it, and another E-Giant. This is one of those games I'm wondering, where do they get all the elixir from? I never could have played so many cards in that time, but okay, we are already in the sudden death in the overtime. The triple elixir phase is about to start in 30 seconds.
Oh, this bomb would have been so important. This bomb would have been so important. This bomb could actually seal the game.
Now the Musketeers again. A nice E-Spirit, but it wasn't enough to get rid of those Musketeers. The tower was clever enough to kill them first. This is so insane how both players keep fight all game long in the middle of the card, in the middle of the map. This is a real game worthy of a grand finale.
Definitely, this is going down to the wire. But these Earthquakes are putting in some work on his right tower. Thaddeus cannot sustain this damage any longer because he's cycling over these spells.
Triple elixir phase now. This is the level 13-3 Musketeers, ladies and gentlemen. This could be now another great push in the Barbarians on the left-hand side, but we can see the defense is already there being provided by Pitou. And as we can see, the fight is still in the middle of the map. The next lock, the next Earthquake will come soon as well. This is looking better and better for Pitou, except he would maybe do a mistake on defending the left side.
Two Musketeers, but these were actually really stupid because the Giant Skeleton is just easy handling those.
As you can see, yeah, nicely done over there. The E-Barbs getting killed as well. We need some more Earthquakes on the tower, but he needs the defense as well. 2 Royal Ghosts on the battlefield already together with the Golden Knight.
Okay, and now Pitou won this. Pitou won this. There's the Earthquake, and it's 3-1. Pitou's only one game away. He cannot break through anymore. This is not enough, and Pitou's happy because he knows he won this game.
Tie break. What a 5-minute game in the end. Pitou is able to win against Thaddeus with a pretty close game. 3-1. Oh my gosh, best of 5. One more win?
One more win.
One more win?
One more win.
Oh my gosh, one more win. This is the match crown game.
Yeah.
Match crown game for Pitou, ladies and gentlemen. It does mean one more win, and he would be the grand finalist. He would be the champion.
He would be the champion of Season 3.
The grand champion.
But actually, the craziest thing is, again, this is his first real tournament.
Wow.
You notice, right? This, being able to compete on such a calm level for his first tournament, this is crazy. The first time I was on stage playing, I was shaking. After I won the finale, I actually nearly blacked out.
Dude, he was 2-0 behind BlackPearl. Yeah. Came back, is in the current finals, and now he's leading 3-2. This is amazing. I don't get it what is happening over here. And the decks they are playing, I can really see them hard working right now. What are they going to play now? I mean, this time the pump 3 Musketeer thing didn't work out because Pitou was clever enough to pick the Earthquake. Amazing.
And they now know that they cannot pick 3 Musketeers once again. Because
they can,
but that would be crazy. That would.
I mean, it was close in the end. It was close
because the thing is, even though he has the Earthquake against the pump, these 3 Musketeers are they just make so much pressure. Elite Barbarians, 3 Musketeers, the Royal Ghosts, and then healing up everything on a really clutch moment.
Yeah. Pitou is permanently under pressure.
Yeah.
That's the point. We are at that point of the cast again that someone of us is starting to sing. No,
we will not start singing. No, please, no singing.
The last game of today, this could be the final game for Pitou. No pressure at all. Stop singing.
Okay, Thaddeus, actually once again Golden Knight. We have seen that Golden Knight.
If he's going again for the same deck.
Nah, please not.
Come on, this can't be happening. I think now he knows, okay, I need to adapt.
Okay, no, he switched up. The bets are not.
But E-Spirit against Bet is a very good counter. I have to admit that.
But it's charging. Oh!
Boom! Oh, die beiden ist... Oh!
Mirror delivery and the Sparky. So once again playing the Sparky Rage. He's actually now only using 2 of the same decks. No deck variety at all.
First Firecracker of the day. Firecracker is a very long-range unit with a attack that cones up. Okay, we'll see it in a second. Boom! And it does area of effect damage. And she is knocked back a little bit. The Queen, very important, but the connection is there. Sparky! Sparky!
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And this is game. Pitou, this is game.
And again the cheese deck with Sparky. Again, I don't get it. How does something like that work always, all over and over again? 1.2k HP left on the King Tower, that's nothing. That's nothing.
And the thing is, Pitou has an amazing deck against Thaddeus. But this is what I talked earlier with Crazy Brian. Sometimes your starting hand can decide your whole game.
Huggies on the left-hand side, there's the Golden Knight, very important, nice charge over there. He's stealing the damage, he's stealing them away, but as you can see, the damage is still provided by Pitou, very nice, but I think, that King Tower is too low. That's the problem.
Yeah, it really is too low. And because he has always...
Barbarians. Oh, double Barbarians.
But look, now... E-Spirit.
Oh, good cat. No,
but still. But the mini packer. 1 hit.
Second.
2 hits.
There it is.
And Pitou looking up like he seems to be a bit annoyed about that lose. Not
he was
lie.
like, bro.
Yeah, like come on,
bro. I thought we did a gentleman agreement, bro. Okay, you did it. Pumps and Sparkies. Now I'll show you my magic trick, and I hope that Pitou has a magic trick.
I hope so too.
And I think that he got one, and the question is only, what will it be? Hello?
Maybe. I think. Let me think a bit.
I want an answer, please. Tell me.
So he's, again, really good with these aggressive bridge spam decks, so maybe a variation where he's actually able to counter exactly like both of these deck types. This could be his magic trick, because otherwise... Right now, we just see the same deck picks from Thaddeus all over again. Like, same and same. No special variation or nothing. But somehow it still works.
It's 3-2 in the grand finals. So
you think we'll see best of 7?
Oh my gosh. I think this would be the first best of 7 we ever had together. The first we ever had. Because I think every single best of 7 was over at least after the 6th game or something.
I think the best of 7 we ever had was 4-2.
Yeah, maybe today it will be better.
Maybe, who knows?
I mean, this is the 3-2 now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we're good at math.
So maybe.
We're good at math, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back on track. We are ready for the next game, and I can see that Thaddeus is... that does need some more time, but I think he will be ready as soon as well, and then we will start off in the next game. But I can't predict anything anymore, because they're trolling me.
For me, neither. Like, they could play everything now, especially Thaddeus. What? Golem Pekka!
We had the same idea at the same time. Golem Pekka is there as well.
Nah, never.
Nah.
Please, no.
Maybe.
If he would pull out this deck.
Maybe.
Nah. I would just leave.
Lava Hound Pekka?
He cannot troll in a finale where the price is 1,900 euros. He cannot troll like this, playing Golem Pekka. He cannot.
What is with this Lava Hound clone deck? Lava Hound Skami clone?
He
Skeleton
could play
King Lava Hound clone, something like that?
I don't know. Well, we know it's Magic, so we could see everything.
So, if you wonder who we're talking about, the coach of Thaddeus is indeed called Magic. And I think Magic entered the season in the 5th place as well.
Yeah.
So nearly we would have seen Magic here on stage as well. But now we can see him sidewise at Thaddeus' side. That's very important. And we can see the mind of Magic is big for this tournament.
It's
because
crazy.
He did those crazy picks with the Sparky, with the Alex Brown winner. That was his idea. And Thaddeus executed it well so far.
It seems to be working. So, but actually, in fact, it's only 2-2.
Yeah.
In fact,
if you think
imagine Pitou was now winning this game, and only because of that he would have won.
I mean, he struck down BlackPearl.
Oh,
it doesn't even matter.
So much happened already.
What?
Okay, 1 minute already happening,
and it's looking
I think, good for Pitou. And you were saying, Thaddeus, their Lava Hound is not banned, and he's actually playing his best deck. But Pitou has an amazing matchup against that. An amazing... With the Earthquake!
The first Talk Rider of the day, but the Barbarians are there for the defense. Nicely done, but we can see...
Coming in clutch.
Tower is pretty low, and this could be the last game of today. Pitou, come on, I want to see some tricks over there. Valkyrie is a very great counter, so no damage at all.
Pitou has a great matchup there with the Inferno Tower, with the Royal Delivery, with the Musketeer. Depends on what Thaddeus' last spell is. But yeah, he's playing Lava Loon. He is playing Lava Loon, and it's going in aggressive.
The Inferno Tower is a perfect choice.
Or maybe 3 hits, maybe? Nah, just 2.
No.
Nearly.
I saw it to swing up. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the last game of the day. As we can see, Lavan has already been taken down, but the balloon on the left side. And he's playing the mirror! What is going on? This was big brain by Pitou.
Okay, we were praising Magic beforehand, but this deck pick, this deck pick is just perfect.
Quick. The next, okay, Inferno Tower is gone.
Okay, very interesting push. Really aggressive, but this Hawk Rider is not going anywhere. Why was he going so aggressive?
The problem is now left-hand side. There is then Sep as well as counter to the Infernal Turret.
And Royal Delivery too early. Look at all the pups. Look at all the... this is... No, Pitou.
Is this Thaddeus?
Yes, this is Thaddeus' game.
Is it really Thaddeus
and even
going in?
Both towers are going down. How can Pitou lose that?
We'll have all 7 games in this best of 7 grand finale. Thaddeus was able to strike down Pitou once again. 3-3 for both players. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game is
Match Crown.
The last game for today.
It feels low-key weird. We've been here for so long, the whole day already.
Yeah.
Sitting here since 12:30, and now it's actually come finally to the last game. And it's 3-3, both players in the grand finale. And this is exactly what I meant before. Thaddeus being one of the best players. He knew exactly how to push his opponent and pressure him.
It is so amazing to have finally a complete grand finale. It is amazing, it is awesome, and I can really see, okay.
And now Pitou's nervous. Now he's getting nervous.
That's the point. I mean,
this win right there, because Pitou had such a hard counter, but at the end he misplayed so much. The Royal Delivery was badly timed. He should not
the tower.
Yeah.
Then the one push on the right-hand side with
was
the
so
Hawk Rider.
stupid, so unnecessary.
That's the point.
Especially, it was not even the one main tower he was going for. He was already throwing Earthquakes on the left tower, and just because he had the Valkyrie, he thought, okay, maybe I can push, but the Barbarians were enough. So, I really don't know.
That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. You can fall pretty fast in Clash Royale.
Yeah.
One wrong card on the wrong position, wrong timing, and it is immediately over, as we've seen it, because Thaddeus, he came there to win, and he saw, okay, there's a mistake, I will crush you now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, 2 mistakes in a row, I have to admit. The Hawk Rider and then the missed Royal Delivery. The combination was quite hard over there, so I think Pitou is now well aware of that he needs to pick his best deck possible.
Man, and not gonna lie, please players, hurry up. I want to see the last game.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for the last game. Season 3, grand final. Game
Here we go.
7 starting now.
3-3 in a grand final. Pitou, the newcomer, against Thaddeus, the 3rd place of the last season, are now competing in the last game in the Match Crown game of the finals. And the winner of this game will be indeed the champion of the Post Esports Masters Season 3.
And Tim, do you notice something? Mega Minion, Skeleton Dragons, he's using once again Lava Loon, I think, and Pitou is probably playing... Oh, but with the Hunter, this could be great. He's probably playing Royal Giant, and it's a really good matchup, but he has to play it slowly.
Nice fireball over there to get rid of the Sebis. There's the balloon on the left side, just slowly, not slowly. Right-hand side is pushing left-hand side as well. The balloon is connected. There's the connection, 1 hit. Second.
Where's the defense for the Loon? Where's the defense for the Loon? He has nothing. He has nothing. Oh, no!
My heart skipped a beat.
Yeah.
I'm crying inside. 250 HP left. And in this important game. This might be the most important game for both players they ever had in their entire life.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Most probably. I don't think that like one of these players have ever competed for more money. Like this year's prize pool was the biggest prize pool there ever was for this region.
Oh, nicely done again, and I think the bomb won't even hit a single Barbarian, so now the push is definitely there, but a nice defense with the electric spirit. Guy. I'm so
nice, but probably just tombstone into the Royal Giant. Oh, nothing. He just lets the tower fall because he knows, hey, you know what? I will just sack these Elixir that you just wasted, and I will completely run you over with the next push.
And he can now just simply push the right-hand turret, and the left hand is nearly gone as well. So no pressure right now for Thaddeus. Double Elixir phase. Okay, he does need one turret. Okay, we know that, but I think the left-hand tower is nearly destroyed. Now it's the
and again, he has nothing against the loot.
The Seppi's this time.
Oh, but doesn't matter.
Connection's there.
And he's one hit.
One hit. Perfect. That's fine. This game is so close, ladies and gentlemen. The Skeleton Dragons are there as well, and together now with the Minion and the Lava Hunter connections on the tower. We can see the push. It's never ending. Thaddeus is trying to get this game done.
I think Thaddeus will be the grand champion. Look at this situation. Pitou can do nothing. He can do nothing.
Where's the fireball? No fireball yet.
Yes, fireball.
The loot. The loot is connected. Fireball left hand side.
But it doesn't matter.
The tower is still alive. 480. He does need another push. Look at the King Tower of Thaddeus.
Oh, you feel... Oh my god, this upset would be crazy. Don't tell me that Pitou's actually... He's trying to go for the streak run. He's trying to go to the streak run.
Earthquake is on the battlefield already. We can see the huge push coming in. The Barbarian through the defense. This could be the final defense for Thaddeus because now he can build up his own push. The Loon is playing on the battlefield. We can see the Loon trying to connect. The bomb is connected, I think so.
Yes, Fireball is enough. Fireball is enough. He is the champion. Thaddeus is the grand champion.
Thaddeus is the grand champion.
What a comeback. What a comeback.
What a comeback. Season 3 grand champion, Esports Masters in Clash Royale. Thaddeus after an amazing best of 7 against the newcomer Pitou. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the most insane and intense finals we ever had on stage.
And the crazy thing is, he nearly lost against Xene in the loser bracket. So he came back from the bottom and is now first place tonight for Season 3.
And this is just amazing. I think we said enough. I can only say thanks a lot to all outside. It was amazing with you, Luca. And now, for the last time, Xene, please take it away and say hello to our new champion.
Yeah, thank you. We do have a champion indeed, and what a story it was. He was 2 maps down twice in this series, like a phoenix from the ashes. Once again, he rose up, dusted himself off, and took 3 maps in a row to take this grand final. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Royal Family Esports, Thaddeus! Wow, what a feeling it must be. First of all, commiserations, of course, to Pitou. You fought bravely, you were so close. Did you ever feel it slipping away?
Yes, it was so close, but I do everything I can. Sorry.
You can't blame yourself for anything, right? You gave it your all today?
Can you repeat, please?
You gave it everything today, right? There's nothing more you could have done, I suppose?
Yes, I tried, but so close. I can't.
So Thaddeus, what was the big difference? You already talked about your coach, and maybe the deck picks as well?
Yeah, this time the same was the case. Magic was a very good help in this tournament, and I'm very thankful. And Pitou was a tough opponent. It was a very close and intense match, and GG's to him.
Very nice. After your 3rd place last year, did you imagine standing here this year as a champion?
Wow, it was hard to believe, but yes, I'm here. Let's go.
Let's go, yeah. Let's see if our post representative are ready with the check and the prizes. I think they are, but first, let's call up on stage all of the players, of course. Let's bring in BlackPearl and Xene. Well done, guys. And then we've got our post representatives coming on stage with the trophies. It's Serge, Manon and Liam. So Thaddeus, please come to my right. And then of course it's time to hand over the prizes, or would you like to have a say first? Yeah, okay, so let's bring in the trophies for our champions. Of course, first up, number 4, Xene. €350 prize check for him. And of course, next up, €700 for BlackPearl, our number 3. Then of course, in second place, someone who looked to be our champion for the longest of time. He was unbeaten going into the grand final, and then he was up 2 maps twice, 2-0 and 3-1. He was so close, but of course in the end, still second. Let's collect your prizes, €1,450, and of course your medal for second place, Pitou. And of course, in the end, there can only be one number 1, and today he deserved it more than anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, give it up for Thaddeus. Here comes the cup. Well deserved. Yes, please. Right on, right on. Well done, everyone. And of course, Serge Eifes, product manager of Post Luxembourg, is here with the MVP trophy as well. I didn't hear who gets it, but I think there can only be one. For who has the MVP trophy? Ah, it's for Magic, the coach of Thaddeus. Here he comes. Well done, man. There we go. Some more pictures of the two guys. Hold them up high, guys. Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, once more a word from our Post Luxembourg representative, Serge Eifes, product manager and marketing manager.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, so first words again to our players. So, congratulations. So, very tough game, very hard fight. We are late on schedule because you were so hard and so good fighters. So, this shows the high quality of our third edition now of the Post Esports Masters. So I'm very happy to be here to represent Post and to be able to give some words and to the felicitations to the guys. So congratulations. Yeah, you can give a hard applause to the people. So today we had the FIFA game and the Clash Royale game. Tomorrow we will have a new game, the first time that we have it in our season. So that's the Rocket League. So we don't have the League of Legends anymore. League of Legends, thanks to our Post Esports Masters, they made it to the official Luxembourg tour. So we are happy that that those are happening in the official games. I want to thank our partner 11F, so Fabio and Tommy, for the real great organization. So every year they are more professional. The finals are very exciting, and we have here today for the first time then a live audience. Want also thank my team, so Liam, Manon, and also Guillaume, to make this happen, to put all the energy, their passion, so that we have all this nice Luxembourg Post Esports Masters League and bringing the esports to the next level. As said this morning, Post will continue to invest in the 5G and fiber network, so the network of the future, to bring the right speed and latency to the gamers so that they can continue to play their games. So I wish you a very nice evening and see you back tomorrow on Xene, so for the next games. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Serge. What an epic final it was today, both for FIFA, but mainly for Clash Royale. This was an absolute thriller, just everything you could want and expect from a final. As Sergio talked about, tomorrow we've got Rocket League coming up. If you're in close proximity to the Lux Expo The Box, be sure to come here, because of course there's another big giveaway. Once again, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra going out to someone here in the crowd. And of course, free entry to the box. Just get on the website postesportsmasters.lu and you can get your free ticket right there. And once more, a big thank you to all our partners and sponsors: Ocean, Enofos, Foyer, Fritz, Raiffeisen, ACL, Samsung, and of course Post and 11F and Wild Creative Studios. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow. See you then.
Got a penalty kick. I put in the work for the crown.